just walking blind. Don't forget that there is always hope to find. Choose your path, walk it well, save us from this living hell. In this broken cage we will not be confined. And when the world starts to burn, at the point of no return, keep a hold of your conviction, tear out the affliction, before the world turns black. Stand up and take it back. As the towers of steel and stone crumble to dust, the foundations of our hope begin to rust. Choking fear, screaming sound, as a reaper comes to ground. You turn to face it down because you must. And when the world starts to burn, at the point of no return, keep a hold of your conviction, tear out the affliction.
Brought to you by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. My name is Jason Charles Miller, and I will be your DM this evening and for the next 3 Saturdays. Let me tell you guys, we're doing this for GaryCon. What is GaryCon? GaryCon is an annual game convention celebrating the life and works of Gary Gygax, the father of role-playing games. We do this by doing what he loved so much in life, playing games, like the one we're about to play today that he co-created called Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, I can't do this alone, so let me say hello to all of my players. Hello, players.
Hello, Jason.
Hi.
Please introduce yourselves and let everyone know who you are and the character that you're going to be playing tonight. We'll start with Vivka.
No.
She's at the top of my screen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vivka. I'm known online as Vivid Vivka. Vivid is a descriptor. My real name is Vivka. But yeah, I'm very excited. I am playing my first ever kobold, and they are my first ever also barbarian. I am a totem barbarian. Super excited for this. It's gonna be great. Next.
Awesome. Abria, how about you?
Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. Today I'm going to be playing Karina, a Vidalcan Circle of Stars druid. Space case.
Great. B-Dave.
B-Dave Walter, as I say words about things, you can find me all over the interwebs, wherever fine streaming content can be located, oftentimes with these same beautiful people. And tonight I will be playing Venato, who is reborn, a divination wizard, cleric of the grave.
I like it. Eric, who will you be playing tonight?
My name's Eric Campbell, and I am mostly a game master. As I was telling everybody before we went live tonight, this is the first time I've really gotten a chance to play in a D&D game since 2016. So I'm very starved and excited. And tonight I am playing a character that I created and shared with the internet a little over a month ago named Leaf, an orc monk who practices the way of mercy.
And I remember when we talked about this game, I was like, hey, would you like to? Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't even have to
whatever
finish
you're
the
about
sentence.
to say, Jason. Whatever you're about to say, yes.
We're really not going to call you a mork like I wanna.
A what?
Orc monk is a mork, and you
that's a
cannot
mork.
change my
Excuse me,
mind about it.
excuse me. That's their word. You
Anyway.
can't say it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
And Adriana, who are you going to be playing today?
Hey, my name is Adriana, and I'm going to be, you can find me online as Adriosa or Adriosa Gaming. I am going to be playing a half tiefling ranger named Grath.
Great.
And that's, yeah, there you go.
Well, now you guys know your backstory, but our audience does not. So I'm going to read a little backstory about to set up your adventure today. So you are all couriers for Ganzig's international. Boy, you're all couriers for Ganzerg's interdimensional delivery service and security, GIDS for short. You live in a stolen Githzerai adamantite citadel. That's actually picture number 1. So you can show picture number 1, Casey. You live in a stolen Githzerai adamantine citadel, sort of like a large spaceship. It was originally hijacked and is now controlled by your somewhat crazy boss, Ganzerg. Ganzerg is a rebel Githzerai anarch who is a member of the Shasal Cow, a secret organization of Githyanki and Githzeri radicals who want to reunify their peoples. When Ganzerg isn't meeting with his fellow Shasal Cow members about revolutions, he's raising capital to fund armies for said revolutions by running GIDS. If someone really, really, really needs something delivered or protected, or both, they reach out to Ganzerg, and they pay a lot. When not on missions, the Citadel rests in a secret area in the plane of Limbo, cut off from the rest of Githzerai society. Most of the time, though, you're parked somewhere in one of the material planes, as there are 4 squads, 5 members each, of couriers that work for GIDS and live in the Citadel. The 5 of you make up squad number 4. You've all worked together for years and have been on many crazy adventures thus far, but you are certainly the junior squad at GIDS. So while hearing about Squad 1 escort a demon prince through the elemental plane of water sounded awesome, so far you guys have done a lot of grunt work. You've traveled with many merchant caravans in Faerun, Greyhawk, Eberron, but just when you were thinking about exploring what else might be there for you in the great wide metaverse, Ganzerg calls you to his office and tells you it's time for squad number 4 to move up to the big leagues. So actually, let's look at picture number 2. That's your boss, Ganzerg there. And you guys are all just sort of in your lounge area, and you hear a not quite so familiar voice actually say, "My children, come into my chamber of reflection." And everyone, please make me a perception check.
Oh, right. Okay.
That will be a dirty 20.
Natural 20. That's a good way to start.
Hey.
Oh.
17.
7.
I just used my nat 20. That was it.
No.
Get it out of your system.
Karina,
early.
what did you get? What did Karina get?
Oh, 12.
12. Okay, so everyone but Grath and Karina, you recognize the voice as Ganzerg, but it's almost like he's putting a voice on, like, and you don't know why.
I'm sorry, did we hear this or did we hear this like in our head?
No, you heard it coming from his office. You physically heard it.
Might as well see what this is about. And I walk over towards his office in the slow, measured pace that I always move in.
Great. So you see him sort of like hovering there in his, githy ways, I guess you could say. And he's like, "What do you think? I'm practicing my voice for when I go to visit in our meetings, in our revolution meetings."
Are you after the enlightened sage thing? Because I think Leaf sells it a little more convincingly.
Leaf's
He
eyes kind of
does,
drift
and
to
I
the
have
floor.
listened to Leaf, but I am doing this voice right now so that everyone expects Githzerai to sound so noble and serene and enlightened. I can't do it anymore. Listen, you guys know me, right? So like, this is how I talk most of the time. But when I've got these revolution meetings coming up and I've got to sound serene. So what do you think? Does it sound good?
It was a little
Did
effective.
you believe me?
Bus. You sounded great. Snacks thought that it was amazing. Like I was totally overwhelmed with surprise and wonder.
Good. See, because here's the thing, right? So everybody knows, like, the Githzerai and the Gith Yankee, well, they don't like each other so much. But with my group, we want to reunify. We want to reunify our species and just call it the Gith. So, but we have these really important meetings with like secret Githzerai and secret Gith Yankee, and we're always, trying to come to common ground. And if you know me, I'm a rebel. I mean, I stole this ship. But if they heard me talk like this, they wouldn't take me seriously. So I just wanted to see if you liked the voice that I was trying.
It was amazing.
Maybe keep workshopping it.
All right, yeah. I mean, I've got time. Luckily, there's not a meeting for another couple weeks. But when it is there, I will be ready to sound serene.
Oh, I hear it now.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good. All right. Yeah, I've been taking these courses. But anyway, all right. Listen, I got a job for you guys. It's actually this is gonna be a pretty big one for you guys.
I swear, if you give us another birthday party, I'm out.
Look, that birthday party was for a very, very important ogre mage, okay? I mean, like, it was for his kid, and, look, you got paid, right?
I lean over towards Grath and I just say, see, I told you today was the day. I saw it.
See everything, I guess.
Too many things.
Today is the day. Believe me, today is your day. Here's why. Squad 1, they're mountain climbing on Mount Celestia. Squad 2, they're in the Beastlands, beast hunting. Squad 3 is on the concordant opposition, concordantly opposing things. So you're my only squad right now, all right? I need you to do this job. And it's for an old personal friend of mine. Have you ever heard of a wizard named Evander?
Oh yes, I have. Oh, wait, no, that was someone else. No, Snacks has never heard of them.
Well, he's a really powerful wizard, and he lives in this city called Gaxmore. And Gaxmore is kind of weird because it's a city that sort of it appears and reappears in different realms, in different versions of the prime material plane. It's always shifting around, right? So this time it shifted to Okiram, and which is, I don't even think you guys have been there yet. And I never sent you to Okiram, did I?
I don't recall.
Absolutely, No, that was a different place. No, Snacks has never been.
started all those fires.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna take you down there. He's got this mission for us. I think it's gonna be good. He's offering me a lot more than he usually does, and he's normally not even cheap. So the fact that he's like offering this much more, it's gonna be a bonus for you guys. It might even shift you up to be squad number 3 if you do this right. You might actually get promoted.
Okay.
That would be very nice.
Were we not going to say, no, we have to hold out?
Oh, I mean,
more.
and what
We're
else?
very busy right now.
There's one other thing though. When I drop you guys off there, I want you to tell them that you're squad number 1, okay?
Can we tell squad 1 that we're squad number 1?
Well, squad 1, they're not gonna know. They're not gonna know any difference. So
You want Snacks to lie?
No,
No,
you're
it's not
just
lying. It's just kind of bending the truth a little bit. Okay,
No,
kind of like how I bend adamantine in limbo and like make this whole ship out of it. It's the same thing.
Snacks is totally fine with lying. I was just double checking.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, I definitely want you to lie. And look, I'm trying to reunify the Gith. I mean, I lie all the time because then, you know, I
Right.
run into people, they're like, "Oh, you're like with the Gith Zera, you hate the Gith Yankee, right?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I hate those Yankees." So, you know, I gotta it is what it is. That's kind of what we do. So if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it.
you did say bonus, right?
Oh yeah, you're getting a huge bonus out of this.
Then I'm
Plus,
fine with
this
it.
time you guys get to keep whatever you find. I know normally I make you turn stuff in, but Okiram is like full of crazy stuff. It's like this blighted land that used to be a teeming civilization, and then these wizards came along and all these explosions happened, and there's like magical items like everywhere.
Leaf, this isn't going to impact your delicate sensibilities, will it?
Thanato, my problems are that my sensibilities are not delicate.
I turn to Leaf, and in the most haphazard, broken, terrible Orcish, I tell you,
If you have problem with lying, Snacks take care. Let me lead.
and I puff my little chest up, standing as tall as I can at 2.5 feet tall.
Leaf has this thing that he always does. It's kind of like my version of like pulling at your beard, but Leaf always kind of runs the front part of his knuckle across the side of his chin whenever something amuses him. He gets a bit of a smirk on his face and he nods to you and says, "Understood."
When do we deploy?
Pretty much right away, if you don't mind.
Immediately.
Yeah, I mean, are you guys ready? I mean, get the things you need.
Literally, Thanato is already completely dressed because he knew this was coming. So he's like 100% ready right now. Like,
I have question before we go though. Will you water my plants while we're gone?
Yeah, I'll water your plants while you're gone. You know, I have to
Feed the fish
concentrate
too.
all the time, right? You know that I have to concentrate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to keep this whole thing together. And now you want me to water your plants?
And feed the fish.
All right.
You can practice your voice on the plants.
That is true. I will practice my voice on the plants. That's perfect. And it will raise them to new heights.
Also the fish.
I don't think the fish are going to understand me, but you know, it's all right. I'll take care of them. I promise. I promise.
I like the idea that you have to roll a concentration check to water plants and feed fish.
Yeah, because I mean, if I break concentration, you know,
well,
I mean,
the whole
my
thing's going to break
headcanon-
apart.
My headcanon is that he gets there and it's like a cactus and like a stuffed animal fish sitting next to it.
Next to a bowl of water.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? But okay, so are you guys ready to be dropped off?
just look up at Karina because I'm like 5'7", and I just had like gently like shoulder her slightly and say, "Ready for another one?"
Always.
Looks like we got promoted though, right?
Group 1. It's got a nice ring to it.
Yep.
Fist bump.
Ducks.
Downward.
Mhm, yeah. It's like vertical fist
Yeah.
bump. You know?
Karina's
Yeah,
like
right.
7 feet tall, blue, gangly.
Nice. No ears though, apparently.
No ears. We're going to keep doing that.
Just get in the way.
Yeah. She just kind of glues little dangly
Delkin are
things.
so awesome looking. It's one of the best races from Magic. It's so cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I turn and head towards where we deploy from. Like, if there's a drop ship or a transport pad, wherever it is, just like head right towards it.
You do. So so the ship basically the ship appears at the edge of the blighted lands inside in the realm of Okiram. And as you're leaving the ship, Ganzerg said, "Hey, listen, you know, remember, if you need to call me, push your crystal. And you all remember that you have a little crystal embedded in your left wrist that you can call him if you need him. It's a
Don't
two-way.
scratch it. No, no.
Yeah.
Leave it. Leave it.
I told you to stop
You-
scratching that.
You're calling him repeatedly, Snacks, mate. No, don't.
There was another time when she fell asleep on it. You got to hold it for 10 seconds before it, you got to hold it for 10 seconds before it calls me. But, I can't guarantee that I can come help, but I can at least communicate with you if you've got a problem. Because I actually got to go now. It turns out that Squad 2 is actually in Frostfell, and I got to go pick him up and defrost him. So,
Find this Evander. We'll do the job and call you when we're finished.
that's what I like to hear. That's what my brand new Squad 3 talks like, right? Am I right?
One, no,
But-
Squad
What about
one.
Oh, yeah, you're Squad
One.
1. You're Squad 1 to Evander, but you're Squad 3 in my heart.
that? Doesn't sound better.
That's
Not
not
at all.
as
It's
compelling, no.
Honestly.
Not really as motivating.
Squad 1,
Okay,
roll
if you want
out.
to stay Squad 4, that's fine.
It's, that's the problem with our power dynamic. You're in charge, but right now you need us to help you. That's the threats. They don't land quite the same right at this exact second.
Well, look, I got to go. So however the threats land, we'll figure it out later, okay?
Snacks is already pushing on the thing, being like,
All right, goodbye.
Don't waste that. It breaks my concentration.
Right before I hit him with guidance, I just say, and to aid in your concentration and serenity practice.
Thanks, Senato. Okay, so the ship goes flying off, leaving in its wake just like a scorched piece of earth that it always does. Those kind of ships don't really do well in the prime material plane most of the time, and when the Gaxxii citadels show up in any area, they tend to kind of kill any flora or fauna around and just sort of hit it with a big dose of negative energy. I guess luckily there's not much growing in this place already. So what you see before you is a very ornate and large tent in the middle of a barren wasteland. You're very much in the middle of a desert. And all you see is this very ornate tent with 4 guards in front of it. And that's all you can see from where you've been dropped off. But like, if you look around, all you see is sand, dirt, rubble. Off in the distance, maybe there's some mountains, but they're not reachable. Every fiber of your body is telling you to head towards that tent. I mean, that's clearly where the job is. Oh,
You're muted, BD.
you're muted.
So before we do this, once we get inside, who's doing the talking?
That's actually a good point. I would like to know who your group leader is.
I vote for Snacks.
Yes.
I mean, Leaf is already going to probably let Snacks do most of the talking for him since he's not much of a talker. So
That's
and
why you're
especially if
group
there's a lie
4.
involved.
I think we found out our place in the pecking order. Like, we've just determined it. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not
I
much
think this
of
is a terrible
people
idea.
person.
Vivica's like, we're all going to
I
die.
it's a really bad idea, but
Doing it.
Sounds like a good reason to do
I'm a
it.
reanimated corpse with charisma as a dump stat, so it's not going to be me. Or at least it shouldn't.
I mean, my charisma is no bonuses in 10. Like,
I mean, let's see. No, I don't really have anything. Leaf doesn't have. I mean, Leaf isn't very socialized quite yet. He's not. He's more of like an insight kind of person, not so much as a let's come to an accord kind of person.
Well, what's the verdict, Grath?
I think I'll just go. If everybody's a little hesitant on this, I'll go. I'm a little tired, but let's. So Grath approaches the tent, but
Okay.
is, observing who's there.
As you get closer to the tent, you notice that clearly the 4 guards are minotaurs, with really nice axes, and they're just they're bored. They're just sort of standing there, looking at you. They don't feel threatened by you at all, and they're just sort of they as they see you coming, they sort of straighten up, but they're just guarding.
How tall are they?
Minotaurs are.
I'm gonna be asking that a lot.
Right. Minotaurs are.
They're large. They're like 7 to 8. They
Yeah,
vary
they're
from
like-
like 7 to
they're
like
tall.
10. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
depends,
yeah.
right?
I live in the land of giants.
We'll say they're 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
All right, they've got me by a
And
little
so
bit.
I come
That's
up to
fine.
like, the middle calf. I come up to their boot.
About, yeah. Or their knee. Yeah.
As a leader should. All right.
Excuse us. We have been sent by Ganzurg. What is it
For?
you need assistance for? I need
You're
more.
doing great.
I
I'm
leap in
she's a
front.
little intimidated by these minotaurs because
No, don't be.
it's been a while.
Karina's
I-
gonna
I
slide
leap in-
over. Don't be intimidated by that. Here, put the axe down. We're not gonna. They're not scary, and you just want to pat.
They don't
one
even
on the
have their
horn.
axe. They're leaning on their axes because they're just like,
Yeah.
whatever,
I just pat him gently on the horn. You're doing great, Grath. Keep going.
I walk up to one of the minotaurs and I go like,
Mm. Mm-mm.
What?
I can't yell that loud.
I can hear you.
All right. Well, now it's awkward.
I start crawling up the side of his body to crawl up on the minotaur's shoulders so I can get over to him and be like,
Hi. We were sent.
No, don't touch me. He sort of like just sloughs you off, just.
I land on the dirt in a big puff.
Who
like,
sent you and who are you here to see?
When he says that, I cast thaumaturgy to make my voice boom 3 times louder,
Okay.
and I just say,
I like that spell.
Evander, we've been sent to assist you.
And one of the other ones goes, wait here. And he goes inside the tent. And the one that you tried to climb is just looking at you like, I can't believe this.
I just
I'm-
look. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm still kind of sitting back, like on the dirt, like kind of kicking my feet a little and being like,
Do you like plants? You could do with some cactus around here or something.
Just at that moment, the other Minotaur comes back out of the tent and he's like, you can go in.
I
And he
just-
opens the tent for you.
I look at the one that pushed snacks down and I just narrow my eyes for a second and I say, 414 days. You choke on a chicken bone. Your life and death are meaningless. And walk into the tent.
I
It definitely, actually, you know what? Please make me an intimidation check,
Yeah.
Yes.
please.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
It's all coming back to me now, D&D.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just could have said, we're here to see Evander.
That is an 18.
But now
No,
I'm realizing,
we
oh,
could
yeah,
have.
this-
We
this
just
is what it was like. I
shouldn't.
remember this now.
That is an 18.
Okay. He looks visibly disturbed for sure. And by the way, I made my first roll of the night with my brand new black metal Norse Foundry JCM D20, and I'm holding my light up to it because it also glows.
Super
The numbers
sexy.
glow in light. So this
Can-
is my limited edition black metal
Do want
JCM.
That's it.
Give me.
if you could just that's
North-
my do
yeah.
want.
Shiny.
Next time I see
Very-
it, I'll get one to you. But yeah, Norse Foundry is also a sponsor of GaryCon, so I'm sure they wouldn't mind that I talked about it.
Nice.
As you enter the tent,
Before we go in, I'm gonna go and try to pick up snacks.
Yeah.
Just do
Okay.
the like arms.
Oh.
Like, do you want up?
Also, can I just
yeah.
say something to the orc? Rather, the Minotaur just got intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're sliding in, the monk is going to turn to the Minotaur and say, "Good time to become a vegetarian, I guess." And leave completely serious, and just the orc will follow his party in.
And now that I am in Karina's arms, so therefore much, much higher up, as we walk by, I kind of at the Minotaur and go,
And in 2 weeks, you stub your toe. Do they have toes? Hooves? You stub it.
and I get carried in.
Yep.
He's not. He doesn't. We don't have to roll for that one.
Yeah, automatic intimidation.
Yeah.
Got it. Nailed it.
Yeah, right. He had
Right?
disadvantage.
Yeah. You totally nailed it. He runs off into the desert screaming.
As we walk in, I turn to the group like, I think, Thanato, you should be the speaker. You clearly.
You're doing wonderfully. They just blunt instruments. You've got this.
Thank you, Thanato.
So as you enter the tent, it's lit fairly dimly, but at the far end of the tent is like 20 feet by 20 feet square. At the far end of the tent is a raised platform, and sitting on a chair is Evander, and that's picture number 3, just so you can get an idea. He's very wizard looking, like, very wizardry, wizardly, and he's just looking at you sternly, and it's like, so you're the best of the best, are you?
Yes, Evander, we are Group 1.
I knew Ganzig would send me the right people for this job. Have you ever been to Okerim before?
No, not yet.
Let me
How do you
tell
spell
you
that,
about this
Jason?
place, first of all.
How do you spell that, Jason? The place where we're going.
Okkorim.
Okay.
Corum,
Quorum.
which is actually taken from this setting that we're in right now is taken from an adventure I think called that Luke wrote with several others about the setting in the Blighted Lands. So
Sounds like a lovely place to summer.
yes, well, I am just as upset about this as you. Eons past, Okorum was crisscrossed with waterways and burgeoning fauna, a land replete with resources for its inhabitants. One group prospered exceptionally well. Eventually, though, the systematic conquering and incorporating of neighboring peoples and their lands into its own, the Empire of Idrisid was born. The Empire's might was its mastery, and though their dominion covered entirely of Corum in relative short order, over the course of many centuries, their influence even extended into other planes of existence. But at the height of their empire, they erred grievously and unleashed a cataclysmic elemental force in the heart of their civilization. Idrisid became an arcane might outstripped by its hubris and cost them everything. Centuries have passed since the disaster that changed Okorum, creating the Blighted Lands, the wasteland that we're in now. Though new civilizations rose, its secrets remain undiscovered. This obsession with power, glory, and wealth of the past stretches across all of the Blighted Lands. The Muzri, sometimes called the Blue Men of Okorim, live in the desert, venturing into the Blighted Lands seeking ancient artifacts, and some say worshipping their strange gods. Hidden somewhere in the desolate, dangerous reaches of the Blighted Lands, The Idrisid ancient treasures await discovery. And that is where we are now.
Idrisid?
Spelled Ydrissid.
I was totally off. Idrisid.
Of course you were totally off.
Of course,
You're not a wizard like me.
Okay, calm down. Why are you
Can't
yelling?
have a D&D game without some Monty Python references.
The problem is this. For the last few hundred years, I've lived in the city of Gaxxmoor. Gaxxmoor is a strange place. It likes to shift. I've set up my domain there, but often within the realm of the city. Our system works fine. We live and die and breathe, but outside the city, some force is shifting it, moving it, and now it's taking it here, and I don't know why. But my main issue is this. None of that matters. I have a parcel I need you to deliver to me. I know that may seem strange. Yes.
We have to ask, is it perishable?
It is quite perishable.
Oh, does it need
But
the
you
break-
shall perish if harm comes to it.
May you disclose the contents?
No, of course not. That is not part of the deal. The part of the deal that I struck with your boss was that you would deliver this parcel to me within Gaxx, and that is that.
Why can't you carry it?
You
Is
see,
it contraband?
We're
there are
okay
many
with that.
glyphs, wards, and spells, and probably even curses upon this thing if I am to take it in. If I were to take it into the city, my enemies would be aware of it. That's why I need someone else to take it into me.
We can do that, absolutely.
Yes, dead man.
I would like to very slowly hold one finger out and just reach for it and try and touch him and see if he's really there or if this is a projection. But I do it very slowly. So
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah.
I'm like
notice.
leaning out, watching this, like touch him. Touch him.
Wait, didn't I mention that there were 2 more Minotaur guards inside?
You didn't, but that's
Oh.
why I do it slow. I mean, you know what I
Nope.
mean? It's all like
Oh, they come out of the shadows, and they're
Mhm.
like, "Do not touch the master."
smoke bomb minotaurs.
Okay.
Can I insight check this guy?
Guitars.
Yeah, go for it.
He's not telling us something.
Yeah, I'll have a question for him here in a sec.
22.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you definitely get the feeling that he is withholding information from you, let's say.
I'm gonna adjust Snacks on my hip and like lean in weird, as close as before, like the Minotaurs kind of like interpose themselves and say, I mean, you've already hired us, so why don't you tell us whatever you're not saying so we can get this job done?
Let us just say that there, within this parcel, and he pulls it out, and it's like a small, it's in a small leather bound pouch, sort of like about the size of a briefcase, let's say, but with a leather strap. And he's like, let me just say that within this parcel is a device that will keep Gaxxmoor in one place. I've decided to place it in another realm and keep it there. But there are others, mainly the people that keep moving this city, which is now my home. There are others that would not want this to happen. Therefore, if they know that I'm with the device, they will beset me on all sides. Also, you notice, can everyone make a perception check for me too?
oh boy.
Y'all, I have such a high perception modifier, but this is my second 2 in a row.
That is
9.
19.
I got
Awesome.
a crit, so that's 24.
Natural
I got a
2
dirty-
from me, so that's an 8.
Oh, buddy. I high five Leaf
Yep.
for not noticing things.
What was that, Graf?
Squad.
Dirty 20.
30-20.
Okay, so anybody over like 18, you notice that there is behind the throne, there seems to be another figure in the shadows. Not necessarily hiding there, but it was just really shadowy back there. And who got the natural 20? So Snacks, what you notice, you see like a humanoid figure behind there, sort of in silhouette, but he looks like it's a human male in sort of kind of grand clothing. Maybe there's something strapped on his back, you're not sure, and he's taking notes.
Okay, I scurry down off of Karina's hip and pick up a little rock, and I just kind of like toss it, not at him. I'm not throwing a rock at him, but I'm just tossing it towards his foot, basically, and saying,
Does your friend want to weigh in?
My friend? Ugh. And then at that moment, the figure sort of walks out into the light, and Evander goes, Bartholomew! I thought I told you to wait quietly in the shadows. I would cast an invisibility spell on you, but your mere presence is a constant attack on my patience, and therefore it wouldn't work. This is my son, Bartholomew. And you can see now in the light, he's wearing sort of a brightly colored, sort of almost court jester type outfit, and he indeed has a lute strapped to his back, and he's like, Bartholomew, at your service.
It's easier to hide in the shadows when you're not so loud. If you know.
I don't like hiding in the shadows, but you know, I didn't want to be a wizard. My father wanted me to be a wizard. I wanted to be a bard, and so I am. And he resents it every day.
oh, we're just unpacking all of that right now, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
Our parents are disappointed in us too, probably.
I'm sure they are. But that is another story for another time.
Dark look comes over Leaf's expression for a moment.
Yeah, same.
I
Just awkwardly say, well met, Bartholomew.
Well met indeed. Don't mind me, I'm just taking notes. Perhaps I'm writing an epic tale about this, or an epic song. I'm not sure which, father. It could be a poem. I know how much you like those. And he just looks at him like with just disdain.
Evander. You mentioned enemies that want to see this place not move. So, who will be after us while we have this package?
Likely no one. The city is 30 miles from here. There is a road directly leading you to it. In fact, I will even give you a map of the city, showing you exactly where my home is and what gate you should enter. And that is graphic number 4, everybody. As you can see, it is clearly marked.
It is. It
Yes.
is indeed.
But you didn't hire interdimensional mercenaries at a premium for something you thought would be easy, or you would have sent flank steaks here, motioning at the Minotaurs.
Well,
I get it. Cows.
Oof.
flank steaks don't exactly have the intelligence that's needed once you reach the gates. And once you get through the city is not as it once was. Every time it transports itself, it changes. I'm not so much worried about you getting to the city. I'm worried about once you get in there. But the good news is, once you get there, you can send for me, and I will send these flank stakes, as you call them, to escort you through the city directly to my mansion.
I kind of run my hand over the map and I look at Grath and I say, "You're the far traveler. What do you think? 30 miles."
I think we can make it pretty fast. I just want to know what we do if this city moves while we're on the way there.
If it moves, I have magics underway to make sure that you will not move before you get there.
Do you see the problem here, though, wizard? We're trying to plan for eventualities, and you're not helping.
Well, I believe your boss already accepted the job.
I see. So, shut up and deal with it then.
Are we taking Bartholomew?
Your words, not mine.
I throw the thing over my shoulder under my shield. So, like, you know.
Bartholomew gets really excited. What? You're taking me with you?
Oh, please don't.
Yes.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, Father, may
think
I
it would be
please
great.
go with them? No, you may not. But Father, please, I could write epic tales and songs and keep them entertained all the way.
No.
Yes, Thanato, I agree with you. You may not go, Bartholomew.
I would like
Father,
to.
please. No. Family troubles, these are not your concern.
Well, Evander, it would be good to have him possibly go out and see what the world is like. Maybe he'll learn a little bit.
He learned enough when he flunked out of wizard college.
Well, it's either that or he can stay and play merry music in your presence.
Mm.
Yes, Father. In fact, I've written a song already about what has just happened. I've written a song to send them off. What do you think?
So
Oh, yeah.
prolific.
I turn to Thanato and I just apologize. I'm sorry, but he needs to
God.
get out. He needs an adventure, I think.
I'm not sorry. This
Father,
is
I'm going to play the song.
Play it.
All hail the bold adventurers who set out on the path. To Gaxx you will bravely go, don't ever leave the track. What lies before you just ahead could knock you on your backs, but courage you all surely have, and arm against attacks. The road that lies before your eyes is surely packed with foes, but with all your spells and weaponry and hearty knowledge known, you surely will defeat them all and march to victory. Deliver us the package hence enthusiastically. To Gaxx you will go, to Gaxx you will go, to Gaxx you will go and save us all from stop! No more singing!
Just
He
like
reaches out and grabs the lute away from Bartholomew and says, that is enough singing.
my hammer erupts in green flames of green flame. Like I don't lift it, but it's like, push, like getting her head like.
I liked it.
To Gaxx you will go. To Gaxx you will go. Is that
See, Father, I told you I am a songwriter. Oh, God.
I believe the
You
map.
see him try to cast Eldritch Blast. It's embarrassing.
Well,
Believe the map says east, right? And like pick it up.
I wish I could go with you, brave adventurers, but instead I must stay here and travel with my father. Yes, we will now teleport there and await you. I wish I could just teleport with the item myself, but alas, the glyphs and wards prevent it.
very well. Well, are we all ready? And Grath turns to the crew, see confirmation. If we're ready, then we shall set out, I think.
So,
Really
hey.
quick, I just run over to Bartholomew and pull on his fancy little trousers and hold up a tattered, folded up piece of paper many times. I was like,
We could be pen pals.
and inside is just scribbled. It's not an actual address. It's like a handprint with like a little arrow pointed on it.
Pen pals. Right.
Thank you, little creature. I shall cherish this forever. I will never forget this day.
I
Well,
will.
And I turn around and I go right back to like I run up and kind of perch up on Karina's shoulders.
So at that moment, Evander snaps his fingers, and he and the two Minotaur and Bartholomew disappear. And will you all make me a dexterity check, please?
Oh, good.
Check or save.
oh yes.
Save. Sorry, a save. Dexterity. No, you know what? Just a check. Sorry, dexterity check is fine.
That's a big old 13.
Okay.
6.
Y'all, I'm a monk. This is what I do. Anyway, I got a 9.
You look really
And-
graceful doing it, though.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Okay, so what happens is this: he snaps his fingers. The two Minotaurs, him and his son, disappear, and the tent starts to collapse on you. It's just a tent, right? So it's not like it's going to hurt you, but it starts to slowly collapse on you, and only Grath realizes it, and Grath makes it out of the front of the tent before the tent sort of like just gets on you, and you're just like ah. So it'll take like a round for you to get out. But
Yeah.
Grath, what you notice though is that you got when you go out the front of the tent, the 4 Minotaurs that were outside, they're gone too.
Green flame blade. I just like rip complete. Yeah.
You hear like a scratching noise, like a, and just outside the tent, I pop up from the ground. I had burrowed down, my goggles over my eyes, and I like a little groundhog, like.
Snacks, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it. Got it.
Good, good.
All right, so you have a tattered tent, a parcel that you're not allowed to open, and a road to get you to Gaxmore.
Once Karina kind of just tears her way out of the tent, she like dusts herself off and turns her staff and kind of clicks it, and a giant parasol opens, and she just begins to walk, and like looking up into it, it's the night version of the sky overhead, and she's just like, okay, we should go.
Donato is very much next to you, like in your bubble, like in the
Yeah.
like, circle
Yeah.
of darkness there.
Yep. Come to me, my son is for cowards.
Yeah.
Whenever she
Donato,
breaks the drum.
For people that aren't as familiar with this cool race that you're playing, Dave, describe to us what Thanato looks like, because originally he was a drow.
He was a drow, but he is not anymore. Now he looks like a very exhausted, borderline dead drow that doesn't blink very often and tends to just kind of stare off into the distance most of the time. He just looks very worn and disheveled, like a desiccated drow. Yep.
Same.
He is
You're a little crazy.
he is a reborn. He was killed in the line of duty in a way that may or may not be revealed, and came back
And he's
haunted.
neither alive, dead, nor undead, right? Isn't that there's somewhere in between?
Yep, he's technically still alive, but in the meta he has the humanoid and undead subtype. So he's mostly dead, which is partly alive, to quote a different fantasy franchise. Yeah, mhm.
Personification of 2020.
Literally.
Yo.
Yeah, came back haunted. Yep,
Right.
he's yep. And you all know that he used to be like a very like fun, jovial person, and after the accident isn't anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And they were all with you when it happened, right?
Yeah, well, I guess I can say now it was a cart got loosed during a conflict and was going to hit Karina, and I pushed her out of the way, and it crashed into me instead and went over a small cliffside, and everybody thought for sure I would not survive. And when they pulled my body out of it, I was not breathing and was very much bent and broken and woke up and haven't been the same since.
Wow.
He's fine, and we just don't talk about it.
Yeah, Snacks has not dealt with that trauma at all. And to her, you were exactly the same. Nothing happened. There was no cart. Don't ask me about it.
Grath misses kind of the more lighthearted past Thanato, but
Leaf has been pretty much
person.
unchanged since the beginning. He is still trying to understand where he is and how he fits in. So he's usually just kind of, it's hard to read him sometimes, I think, on how he processed Thanato and that whole incident. Hasn't really changed to how he treats you, but you do probably catch him looking at you from time to time, Thanato. He is still very much an orc, so not any problems being very blunt about how he thinks or feels, and does not look away when you catch him staring at you. He's not done looking, he keeps looking.
Yep. I will say you guys have caught on to the fact that a lot of the things I tell you are going to happen tend to happen, though.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that chicken bone thing in 413 days or whatever could happen.
Maybe I was just messing with that dude. There's a non-series until we get there. We don't know that he's not going to choke on a chicken bone that day.
True.
Mhm.
Well, hopefully it doesn't take you 413 days to get to Gaxx more either.
We're
We
doing a
could-
walk and talk.
True.
Only
Mhm.
got 3 Saturdays, y'all.
The scene's rotating in the background, full Scooby-Doo. Although I will say, as we're walking there, and I am very much in the shadows because Drow's still gonna drow.
Yep.
I just sort of look over at Grath and I say, "Yeah, see, you did great."
no, thanks to everybody else. Thanks to everybody else. I never am the speaker. I don't know why y'all chose me for this.
Why not you?
Mm,
It's really important to work on your public speaking.
Yeah,
And you did
Better as-
great. You did really good.
thank you. I'm better as a guide, honestly. So at least now we don't have to publicly speak with any
You,
wizards or scary minotaurs. So
Would you prefer
Fully.
someone else did it?
no, I need to practice my public speaking skills.
Mm.
And Grath, she is quite shy. So
you just guide the conversation.
yes, yeah. It's been a while since our last mission, so I'm
Hmm.
a little rusty on the whole protocol.
Would you guys make perception checks for me?
Sure.
Am I finally gonna do good at
See
this?
if we notice the
Oh,
Death,
Oh
the
my-
sandworms.
see if we notice the Tarask with a mask on its face that's been creeping behind us this whole time.
Yeah,
It's true.
It's gonna be a real short session.
You
All right.
But
guys
it's-
hear something?
It's backwards to look like a people face. 18.
15.
I got 15 too.
Did I hear a 23 from Snacks?
23.
I feel like you're the meerkat. Like, you know how they stand there? They're like looking for...
So
Uh,
I'm just gonna go ahead just so everyone's aware as well. So because I am a totem barbarian, I also, goodness, where is it in features and traits? I have my aspect of the beast is eagle, so I can see perfectly clear for 1 mile, make out details and everything. I also have dark vision, so yes, I am absolutely the meerkat of the group.
Great. And Leaf, what did you get? I didn't hear your.
I rolled a 9 again. That's
Okay, so
total.
everyone but Leaf.
Eric, switch those dice. Those are DM
I'm using
dice.
the D&D Beyond. They don't like.
Everyone but Leaf thinks that they hear a scream off in the distance, off to the left of the road.
Y'all heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard a scream for sure.
Important point of clarification. We're on a mission, not hero duty.
Mm,
Wait, you
I
guys
look
want to
l-
check, don't you?
Yes, Thanato.
little.
I look left. Do I see anything?
Well, with your powers that you just described to me, you absolutely see something. Off in the distance, you see some 3 or 4 structures. You're not sure. It's sort of far, but so wait, are you saying that you can see clearly for a mile?
It said that I could make out details with no problem.
Okay, well then you see 4 structures, what looks to be like huts, like maybe it's a small community of some sort, and you see 4 humanoids fighting what looks to be like 4 giant scorpions.
It's fine. We don't need to worry about it.
We're just gonna leave them.
Statistically speaking, they're gonna be dead soon anyway.
All right. So it's big bugs. Do you want to get involved with big bugs with the tails?
Well, it seems like they need our help.
Thanato, it's at that moment that you probably would find that once again Leaf is staring at you. And he's just, the orc isn't saying anything, but he's got like that even gaze that communicates that you know what he's going to do.
Look, at least let's investigate a little bit, and then we can go back.
Great, sure. Just biggest job of our career, and we're gonna be led astray in the first 10 minutes by some innocent people getting murdered. Okay, let's go.
I flip
Team 3.
over in the little nesty bed in Karina's like arms, nibbling on like a piece of root or something. And I just kind of roll over and be like,
I'll go wherever you carry me.
Yep. The shade's moving this way, and I turn and kind of like meet Leaf's gaze and just give a nod. We're going. Come on.
Yep.
He's gonna follow because it's hot. Shadow, come on.
All right.
Let's just get a little closer.
Okay. Yeah, so the rest of you, so you kind of like hustle towards the scream a little bit, and the rest of you can clearly see what's happening now. And it looks like, 3 humanoid males and 1 female are fighting off these giant scorpions that are sort of, coming at them. So you can, at this point, you can choose to engage or.
Question.
Sand people.
As a description of what they look like, I'm trying to ascertain as Leaf is approaching, his mind is immediately going to wondering of whether or not these are the blue men that was described to me when we were in the tent. I know that they're out here in this wasteland, so I'm just curious: is there any markers or identifiers on them that I have dark vision as well? Though I don't like being that it's dark vision. It's not really, I can't really see color that well. But I'm just curious: is there any kind of markers or indicators or like insignias or anything?
They don't look blue to you.
Okay, so the blue men are literally kind of marked with the color to sort of signify who they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like a tribal. Okay, cool. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. In that case, yeah, in that case, I'm gonna unstrap my staff from my back, put it in my hands.
Okay.
when I realized that we actually were going that way, I wake up shocked. Oh, I didn't think we would actually be doing this. And I leap. I leap out of my little bed and take out my adorable tiny little shield that's big for me.
Oh, buddy.
It's like a lunch
I
tray.
will say,
with a strap on it.
before we do it though, I've got a metal shield with a giant blue eye painted on it, and whenever Snacks and I are gonna do dirt, I just like bang the shields with like boom boom.
Which means that I have to hold it up and go like ding ding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we're doing this, right?
It's just a few big old scorpions.
Let's roll for initiative, everybody.
Is that all?
Wait,
Okay.
We're fighting the
They
scorpions.
might have attacked us.
I thought we were protecting the scorpions.
You thought you were protecting the scorpions?
No.
I'm just
Oh
touching.
my God. I rolled higher than a 9 this time, you guys.
I got
What'd you
it.
get?
It is.
Ten.
It is.
Oh,
important
buddy, they're getting
clarification,
there.
Snacks.
I
Yeah.
got a natural 20.
That's an
Awesome.
18 for
Told you.
me.
It's a 19 for me though, because I'm not dexterous.
I also got
Dice
a
were
20.
like, hey, You got that nat 20 at the first part roll of the game. You know what that means? don't you?
Get 'em out of your
They
system.
got
Means you're never getting into
Get them out of your
That's
system
this
early.
campaign. You can kiss my ass, is what it means.
Yeah.
That's what the dice are telling me.
12.
Okay. And Leaf, you got a 10.
Yeah.
Snacks, what did you get?
20.
20. Okay. So you're first, actually.
Crap.
And then, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
look. All right. Grath, what did you get?
I got a 12.
Okay, great. We're all set. Okay, Snacks. So basically the scorpions are there's basically two groups of two. And the four humans are sort of back to back fending them off. So there's two on the right and there's two on the left.
With the people in the center.
The people in the middle.
Okay. And okay, so it's like the people, the scorpions, where are we?
You're sort of you're approaching, so you're I would say straight ahead of you see two scorpions on the right, two scorpions on the left, and two people in the middle, and you're coming straight at it.
Got it. Okay.
And with your superior sight, you now see that there are definitely four semi-ramshackle buildings, and there's a well just beyond where the four people are.
Okay. Before I do anything, I turn around and I meet everyone's gaze and I just double confirm. So attack the bugs, not the people.
Bugs, not the people.
Bugs.
All right, making sure. Okay.
Because we're doing
And,
bugs. Okay, bugs. Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bugs. Got it.
And I'm going to just kind of rear up, shield out, and I will go for basically the closest one on the left-hand side.
Okay.
And I am going to, I feel kind of like a battle axe. Oh my God, it must be so small. I'm going to bring out my little battle axe, which is either built for my size or it's just as big as me, whatever is better in your brain. And I'm going to attack.
Great.
So I attack twice.
Great.
The first one is 20. The second one is 23.
Nice. And the 20 was a modified 20 though, right? It wasn't a natural 20. Was it?
Well, yeah, it was the plus
Gotcha.
plus my bonuses. Yeah.
Those both would hit.
Okay, great. So the damage then, womp. All right, here we go. So I run up and the first one I'm attacking the same one twice. So I slash at him for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second one, I do a 1-2, and the second one is 9 points of damage.
Great.
And then I am going to take my shield and kind of do like a little spin because I'm low, and I am going to sweep their legs, all of those little legs, with my shield and do the shield master shove to try to make it prone.
Great. Tell me a little bit about that. So that's like a bonus action?
Yes, that is a bonus action, but I have to do it after. Yeah, I have to do it after I do an attack. And it just says you can use this bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. So
Okay, great. And then what do they have to do to resist that?
that part is not listed on D&D Beyond.
It's opposed athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. All right. Great. Then I would get me your roll and I will roll as well.
Are you raging,
Given
Snacks?
before you.
Not
into
yet.
The lamentations of the scorpion.
The lamentation of the scorpions.
Lamentations of the Scorpion.
Yeah,
That'd be
it-
a great campaign title.
First time
Yo, for
barbarian,
sure.
I'm just trying things on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great. I love it. So you don't have to roll for that. I just have to roll
Both.
against.
You both
She
roll.
rolls athletics and you roll athletics or acrobatics opposed.
Okay,
Great.
cool.
If
All
you were
right,
raging, it'd be
athletics versus
advantage. But
athletics.
if not, it's not.
Okay, I got a 14.
You got a 14. The scorpion is not prone.
Okay, so I assume that like I'm feeling really spry. I did my little slashes and I try to sweep the leg, but because it has so many legs, it just kind of lifts and puts
Yeah.
down. So it's just like it's like
Just dexterously, just sort of. And you think you heard him laugh, but you weren't sure. You don't know what a scorpion laughs like.
Snacks does feel like that's rude though.
But and okay, is that it for your turn?
yeah, that was my bonus action. So now I just am panicking.
Karina, let me know what's happening.
Without taking another step forward and still under her little like staff parasol, I'm gonna unleash a guiding bolt at the one in front of Snacks.
The injured one. Okay, great.
Yeah. Gotta hit them while they're down. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Sweet. I'm using D&D Beyond for damage.
That's okay.
I'm too lazy for that. 17 points of radiant damage.
Awesome. It's not looking great, but it's still kicking.
Okay. I'm not gonna. Human people, please run away. That's it.
Okay.
Not even really a yell, just sort of a loud.
Pardon me.
sentence.
Perhaps you should consider.
Okay, Thenoto.
That one is still up after all this that has been done to it.
Yes.
I just sort of look at it for a second, and I look at Karina, and I'm like, "Remember, I wanted to leave these people."
Noted.
Toll the dead on the bug. It needs wisdom. It needs to beat a wisdom 14.
Lucky for you, scorpions have crappy wisdom, so
We're
it
about
does
to find
not.
out.
I just love that the scorpion is hearing the chimes of death.
Oh, it knows.
I guess to a scorpion, it's like, I don't know, what would it be? Like a giant foot smushing it?
Yeah.
The sound of a giant wasp.
Giant
Like,
Gatorade.
I like
Scorpions
slowly
fear
move
nothing.
I slowly move myself to the side to make sure every single one of his eyes sees me as I do this. 17 points of damage.
This is for killing the ant and Honey I Shrunk the
Okay.
Kids.
Oh, but first of all, Al, wounded.
Sorry.
In 90s kid. Al.
Sorry.
It is on the brink of death, but still, it's not looking good, but it's still there.
Well, then you know what? These things are stronger than I thought. It's a bonus action spiritual weapon because I can bonus action spell and cantrip. Like, no, I'm finishing this thing.
Okay, great.
And it is gonna look like Grandma's chancla. Although that is not a fan. Well, it's a dirty 20. Is that enough to hit it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so lay spiritual weapon is going to come out here and oh shoot, where is it? Oh, that's one of my level doses. I'm cross-pollinating with D&D Beyond now. Let's see. To drop 7 more on it.
Please describe to me how it dies.
Yes.
I very much like they're wailing on it. She guiding bolted it. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I guess technically with the guiding bolt, I had advantage, but I didn't do any better. That's fine. As they are beating on it, and I come along and very dramatically like bong, and it doesn't die. You just hear like, and the hammer just like crushes down on it, and like just stays there floating in midair afterwards.
Nice, and it just the scorpion pieces just sort of crumble.
I hold up a little hand for a high five.
I softened it up.
Very much couldn't have done it without you, 100%. And that is it for me.
Okay, well, there are 3 scorpions left, and it's now their turn to go. So one of them luckily the one that Snacks attacked is now dead. So, but the other one, let's see, I'm going to roll to see if it attacks the humans that it was attacking or turns to this new threat. Okay, it turns to the new threat. So
Okay.
It worked, Karina.
Shit.
Now forget, both of your attacks were ranged, right? Dave?
I am as far away from this as I can.
Right,
be.
exactly.
I mean, I would have moved in. I didn't say out loud with my move. I would have waited in next to Snacks. So
Cool.
If you want me to be there susceptible, I'm fine, because I would have. My goal was to be like bang bang as I'm coming in. So yeah, but I
Right.
And you did
did
high
attack
five.
with a ranged attack. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, it's gonna try to make a snack out of snacks. Sorry, you knew
No.
that was coming.
Oh dear.
Snacks is the
Bites back.
snack.
It
Snacks is a snack that bites back.
And your armor class is 18, correct? Let's look at that.
17.
17? Okay, I was looking at that. Right. So the first one, they attack with 2 claws and a sting. So the first claw reaches out for you, misses. The second claw just misses, and then now the sting whiffed. So that first scorpion, which is in the group of 2, which is now the group of 1, misses. And now let's see, the other scorpions are going to attack the humans.
As a reaction, I go,
Is that built into your barbarian abilities?
it's a kobold thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right, great.
Free action
Let's
Bronx salute.
see. Oof. So you watch. So now that you're close up, you can see that there is an older male. There's a male like in his mid-50s, female mid-50s, and then 2 other males that are like in their early 20s. That would be your first guess if you were just looking at them, in this fight. You see one of the 2 younger males just get taken down by one of the scorpions, just falls down. Slash, sting. All 3 hits that one. He's down. The last one attacks.
Walk it off.
I'm gonna have to get close, aren't I?
Hit and
Maybe.
miss. The second one, very quickly. D8. The second one hits the other younger male human, but he kind of brushes it off and is okay. And it's now Grath's turn.
All right, I am going. Grath immediately goes to Hunter's Mark on the one that is attacking the humans, or one of them that's attacking the humans. I guess there's still 2 of them.
Great. Yeah, there's one attacking Snacks, and then there's 2 more attacking.
Oh,
other
the
humans.
one attacking Snacks. I aim for that one. And I cast Hunter's Mark on that scorpion. Where the hell are you? Okay, there you are. And I take out my longbow, aim right down there, and does a 15 hit?
15 exactly hits.
Perfect. Okay, all right. Let's see. And I got
Let's go.
Got this.
Get it. 5 plus 4. Okay. So 9 damage.
Okay. Great.
Cool. And then I'd like to attack it again because I can attack twice at level
Great.
6. So, ooh, yes. 21. Does that hit?
It hits.
Ooh, yes, 8. That's more like it. 8.
Another
Oh, 8 plus
8?
3. 11. So
Oh,
11 plus 1 is 12. 12 damage total. There we go.
All right.
Math is my strong suit.
Yay, math.
Still
So
doing well, but you definitely taking a chunk out for sure.
Okay.
Some carapace pieces are flying off.
I'd also like to cast Planar Warrior if it's within 30. Is the scorpion within 30 feet of me?
I would say at this point, yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast Planar Warrior as well.
Is that a bonus action or?
It is.
But you cast Hunter's Mark this round, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you might not be
Oh.
able to do that this round since you used Hunter's Mark already.
Oh, okay. Planar Warrior. Is it a cantrip as well? I thought it was a.
Even if
A
it was a
bonus
cantrip, though,
action.
you
Yeah,
would
you-
need an action or a bonus action to
Oh, okay.
use it, and you already used that bonus action for Hunter's Mark. So,
Oh, okay.
Use bonus
Next
action
time.
for violence.
yeah.
All right. Well,
So,
yeah.
okay, it's Leaf's turn.
So the guy that went down.
Yeah.
He's so one of them was dropped by the scorpion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just 2? Was it 2 of them?
No, one was dropped by the scorpion. The second one was hit by another scorpion, but is
Uh-huh.
okay.
Okay. So the one that was dropped, is he dead, or can I get to him and help that guy?
You could get to him. I mean, it's
And then it's
you don't know if he's dead or not, but
right.
he's just down on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. In that case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a point of key to activate dodge as a bonus action.
Okay.
So let me mark that off real quick. There we go. And then I'm going to move over to that guy.
Okay.
I have a speed of 45, so I'm just going to get
you.
myself over to him just as a move action. I'm not dashing. I'm just going to move over there.
That's the fastest orc alive.
Yeah, I'm pretty damn fast. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and use my action. I know that this guy is probably right in front. Is the scorpion that dropped him? Is there anybody else engaging the scorpion, or am I about to become the target for this guy? Which is fine.
No. There are the rest of the other two humans are also engaged with those two scorpions now that the one remaining scorpion has its eyes on Snacks.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm going to spend a point of key and hand a healing this guy that dropped, which, by the way, I also have Physician's Touch. So it'll remove, when you use Hand of Healing on a creature, you can also end one disease or the following conditions that affect it: blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned, or stunned.
That's good. That's really good.
I'm gonna pop, a point of key and stabilize and heal him and I've got to roll a D6 here. So let's just pop this up and see how it goes. This is my first hand of healing. I'm so pleased. Let's see. I'm rolling a D6 and adding 3. Yeah, max.
Hey!
9
Cool.
points, and I'll remove poison.
How many points?
9 points. I
Great.
heal him. So yeah,
Okay.
Leaf leaps up there and comes to a stop just for a second in like the beat in between moving, so that the scorpion is not doesn't catch the scorpion's attention. And then he folds his bow staff behind him and then just takes 2 fingers and delivers a strike to underneath this guy's jaw and just burns a point of key. Bit of a glow.
He
at the
wakes
tip of
up.
the finger.
He's he's not really sure what's going on, but he's awake and healed.
I'm just gonna say gutturally, Leaf just says, "You're not dead yet. Get up."
When you do that, I just yell out, "Why do you assume you're helping him, bringing him back?"
Oh.
Whoa.
And I cheer on the side. Yet you're not dead yet.
That's dark. And you know what's actually cool, gameplay wise here, is it's actually the NPC's turn now. So he can at least stand out. He can stand back up now. And the other 3 will continue in combat with the scorpions. Let me do that very quickly.
Sweet.
So great. We got a hit. So one of the other humans, the older male human, does 6 points of damage to the scorpion that took him down. So one of the 2 others that are together.
Sweet.
So that's good for you guys. And the younger one also hits for another 5 points of damage. And the third one hit, and the fourth one is now up but can't attack. And now we're back to Snacks.
Cool. I lost track. How?
Okay.
Snacks track.
There's a wounded scorpion in front of you
Got it.
that tried to hit you and missed.
Yeah.
And then there's a wounded scorpion and an unwounded scorpion in front of the villagers, let's just call them.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought. Making sure. Okay. So now that Snack sees that these aren't just pushovers, she stands up and brings her goggles like down to her face and tilts her little head back, throws her claws out and just screams. In her mind, flames shoot up around her and she bellows the roar of a dragon. But to all of you guys, it just kind of looks like she went. And I'm going to rage.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that, my little reptilian eyes, like little slits dilating, and I take I'll take the battle axe and I will just go for the one that attacked me, and I will go to attack back. Snacks attacks back.
Snack
Say
that
that
attacks
5 times
back.
fast.
Not with these fangs. Okay, so I'm going to attack twice. That is oof. That is, hold on, let me check features and traits. Oof, that's a 14 and an 8.
Neither of those will hit.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't get any advantage because you've raging or anything?
I'm checking really quick. My
You
first time
can
rage.
you can reckless attack, which gives you advantage to attack, but it gives them advantage to hit you back if you so choose.
But hold on, I think however, is it you're standing next to me, aren't you, Than?
Yeah.
Great. But I am not reckless attacking, but I do have pack tactics, which means that I have advantage on an attack roll if you're close to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will.
That's part of why I got close to you.
Thank you.
All right,
high
so
and
rolling
low.
those again, that's a 17 and a 9.
17 definitely hits.
Cool. So one hits. And
that's against the one that's
right in front of me
you,
that
right?
tried to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 6 plus the 2, that's 8 points of damage.
Great.
Basically, like I swing and whiff it and just kind of like and go again, hit it, and I am just standing there like a little tiny panting lizard dog. Just
By the way, Lizard Dog, great band name.
So we're laying them all in here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, lizard dog.
We're gonna have a whole tour by the end of this episode.
So down.
The name of the first album is Snacks Attacks Back.
the second one.
Lizard Dog and
First
the
Snack
It's the
Attack.
second, yeah, it's the second
Snack
album.
Attack.
Second album. Right.
But yeah, that was my rage was my bonus action, and then I attack, so I'm good.
All right, Karina.
Sweet. Karina sees, like, basically wasn't taking this fight seriously until seeing Snacks go into a rage. And then she sort of snaps the parasol shut. And when it happens, I'm going to use my wild shape to activate my starry form. And she just turns into like this being of constellations. And one comes forward that's an archer. So I'm going to start by hitting it with a ranged spell attack.
Wow, cool.
So 17, that hits.
17 will hit.
Cool. For 9 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Luminous arrow. Yeah, radiant damage.
Great.
And then she runs forward, and like, even though you can't really see her hands because she's sort of like translucent, her like fingernails get really long, and I'm going to use primal savagery.
I love
And
that
just
spell.
get in there. Pack tactics. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Pack tactics. Tactics.
Yeah. And a 15 hits. Yeah.
15 will hit.
Whew. Cool.
Smash.
And I'm too lazy to roll more than one die at a time. For 16 points of acid damage as I just rip into the one that's right in front of us.
So the acid damage from your long nails that had just grown out of your hands, just rip it to shreds, and it just falls into pieces.
Sweet.
Into crazy little scorpion pieces everywhere.
And I just look over at Snacks and Than like, okay, so we're doing this.
It's half done. My turn.
Than's your turn. Yeah.
So there's 2 scorpions left, one that has been injured and one that hasn't been injured, correct?
Right. And all
Okay.
3 of the villagers are on those 2.
Got it. I move over towards them And as I'm running by Leaf and this other guy, I say, I actually died and was up fighting faster than you. And run over to the and I'm going to spiritual weapon down on the injured scorpion in green flame blade the scorpion, which then the flames erupt over and hit the second uninjured scorpion, because that's how green flame blade works. I got a 16 was my lowest on the attack, which I believe is enough. Yes.
Yep, 16's enough.
Then I do 12 points of damage to my primary target and 11 points of damage to the otherwise unharmed scorpion.
Nice. That is a good attack.
And then I very much stay in there trying to get their attention. Like, come on, today's not my day, but it might be yours. Yep, and that's it.
You 1000% have their attention, and it's now their turn to attack. So,
let's go.
What's your armor class, buddy?
Currently it's a 17.
All right. So a whiff of okay. The second claw connects, and
Hold on. If I put my shield up, if I get my AC up to 22, would that be enough?
Yeah, but you just told me it was 17.
I have a shield as a reaction spell, Broseph.
All right.
I do it when I would get hit, and I'm like, but I don't though.
That's pretty cool.
But when my shield comes up, it just looks like this like shadowy darkness around me. Where I normally have my shield that I clang, and when they get around, I'm just like, nah.
Sounds like
All
I'm
right.
gonna stop you right there.
But they've got one.
Yeah.
The scorpion has one more attack on you.
Yeah, no, I know they get 6. No, they can come at me. My AC is now 22.
For all of them, for all the rest.
Until my next turn, my AC is 22.
Wow, awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is not insurmountable, but it's more surmountable.
Also
All
a
right.
great band name.
I had to roll. I had to roll a natural 20 to hit you, and the last roll, I got a natural 20.
It happens.
So
Fine,
let's
he
see.
dies.
Yeah, no, again, it's happened to you before. It's happened to you before.
I mean, honestly, you knew this was coming.
Right.
It's not my day.
So hold on.
You know what? Maximum pettiness. I've foreseen this moment. He got a 4.
You good for when you're D20s?
I am. Yep. As I
Right,
see the tail coming, I'm like,
Wait a minute. Didn't I have a dream about a scorpion stinging me last night? I did. This is when I want to duck.
Classic.
I
Dave,
will.
one day you're just gonna let me. You're gonna have to take damage, okay?
But it is not this day.
That is all of our goals. Is like
Jason,
get a hit on B Dave.
My old GM back in the day just had a wondering damage table. So you would just roll damage and be like, all right, you take 7. Anyway, moving on.
Right. So you take 7 points of. It's funny that you said 7 because you take 7 points of damage.
I did
No.
this. I'm sorry.
I really do. You burn one of my portents. I make him roll a 4, so he misses me.
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding about
Dude, I totally
Yeah.
thought you were kidding, man.
No, I'm dead
All right.
serious. Not
All
today,
right.
giant poison
Whenever-
monster. No, thank you. Yeah.
Whenever B Dave set something up with maximum pettiness at the start of the sentence,
yeah,
being
yeah.
furious.
See, here's the thing, Jason. We known each other a long time. Eric has clearly been paying attention. You thought I was not going to be me today.
No, I
Except
knew you were going to be
I'm
you, which is why I have been.
Me.
You have no idea how long I've been preparing this game because you're in it.
I burned a lot of resources to get through that wave of attacks, though. But
You
yes,
did,
no.
and there's 2 that are still alive, so we're gonna
Yep.
see what happens.
Mhm.
Here's
They
the
can-
thing,
they
though.
can come at me.
I love my players. I don't want my players to die. But,
Just
you know,
wanna
I mean,
smack
they
them
can take
around a
they
little
can take
bit.
a beating or 2.
I told you. I told
mean,
you.
A lick or
Honestly,
2.
B Dave and my energy balance out because he has like min-maxed everything to be like careful. And I'm just like, I don't know, I might die. I jump in though.
I told you. It's not my day.
All right. It is not your day, but it is
Yeah.
Grath's turn. So now it's Grath's turn.
All right, Grath shifts the hunter's mark to the scorpions attacking the humans still. Casts, or I guess, still there. All right. How many scorpions again are attacking?
There's 2
the
left.
humans?
There's one that's pretty well damaged, and there's one that's slightly damaged.
The one that's pretty well damaged is where my first arrow is aimed at. And, oh, Jesus. A 6? That doesn't hit, does it? Nope. Okay, well, you know what?
It might.
You know what? I got 2
You gotta
attacks.
ask.
Do you got a special like potion and like a ton of shield spells and
Yeah. I'll just attack again. Oh, wow. 13.
I feel like when the arrows go like whizzing by and I'm just standing there getting beat on, I just turn and look at you and I'm like, fighting these was your idea.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Hunter's Mark doesn't give. What does Hunter's Mark do?
Image. There's no bonus. She can track it if it runs. Oh, sorry. You say.
Oh, yeah, no. You should explain, honestly.
I was gonna say it's extra damage if you hit, and she can track it if it runs.
Okay, but it doesn't
Sorry.
give you advantage or anything like that.
No, it's just like extra
So-
damage.
Yep, you missed. You totally
I missed
whiffed.
twice. Okay, well, Grath, as she like tried to aim at the scorpion, she felt so guilty for making everybody come to this. Snacks almost got hurt. That human just demolished almost, and just misses. She's just nervous and misses
Aw.
both shots.
Okay. It's nerves. It happens. Leaf, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so the one that's in front of me that I just healed this guy that they're still attacking, it's still standing, right? Like it's still going strong here.
It is. It's probably the one that's been hurt the least.
Okay, in that case, as soon as Leaf gets back up, he loosens his grip on his staff and kind of tosses it up into the air until he catches the end of the staff, and then he is going to double-handed just spin around and just full on downward smash, and then spin again and downward smash again on top of the carcass of this scorpion,
Great.
and just hit it twice. My first roll is thank you for rolling. Oh wait, I should actually click. That's right, I can do the thing.
Techno wizardry.
22 to hit the first time.
That absolutely hits.
And then the second time, that's a 9.
That's a miss.
So D8. All right, so let's roll some damage here.
And I'm sorry, which one is this against again?
The one that was healing. I ran over to the one that had dropped a guy and healed it. So I think it's Scorpion number 2.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll smash it. And you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna spend a point of key. And Flurry blows this guy.
Okay.
So this is 2 more unarmed strikes.
Pretty
Okay.
cool.
So the next roll is a 21 to hit.
Yes, let's go.
All right, that hits.
Last one is a natural 1.
That
No.
misses.
So the
Sorry.
first hit, I rolled 5 points of damage. as I
Somehow
rolled.
drop your hand. Okay, all right.
My hand just falls off.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
you go to attack and instead you sneeze.
I just, yeah.
It's really dusty here.
Turns out you're allergic to scorpions.
Yep.
So the first one was 5. And what was
Okay.
the second one? Because you did hit, you had 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
What was the second damage?
5 points total.
5 points total.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Of the second point, the second time I hit was 5 because I rolled a 1, so it's 5 points on the unarmed strike.
And then what about the bow staff hit?
Oh,
I don't think you ever gave me the.
shite. I
Did you
think
give me
I,
the
How
damage on that?
sweet are your bow
I think
staff
it was a
skills?
9.
Very
Nine?
sweet.
Okay.
Remember? No, that was an initiative roll. I don't remember.
And Karina's gonna
Roll,
wow sleep
roll,
into a
roll
light.
for me now. Just roll it for me now.
Okay.
Your quarterstaff damage was 6. It's
6,
all
thank
kept
you.
in the tracker.
Oh, it's in the thing. Okay, 6.
It's in
All
the
right,
game
great.
log.
We got it. Cool. All
Track.
right. So that one's looking worse for wear. It's now the villagers' turn. So since there's only 2 left, 2 scorpions left, 3 and there's 4 villagers that are up now. So first villager misses. The second villager hits for
While he's rolling, did you know that some people do have an allergy to scorpions and they can smell them?
What?
No.
You can
Wait, for real?
smell. Wait, people can smell scorpions?
Yeah,
They
They're
also
allergic?
glow in a black light. They're weird creatures.
Yeah, they are
Yep.
alien almost.
Awesome.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Oh,
of the
big
4
deal.
villagers, 1 hits and doesn't look like it's very significant. But we're back to Snacks.
Please
so Snacks,
stop
the 2
helping.
scorpions that were in front of you are now, they're now clearly dead. there's 2 scorpions on the other side of the well that where Leaf is, and you can choose to go over there if you like, or
Cool.
you can jump in the
Uh,
well, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's scorpions and ants. Some people can smell ants. Anyway, back to the game.
Wow.
I want that to be
Yeah.
my superpower.
So I am still raging the broken bodies of these bugs in front of me, and I just turn and look at the other scorpion, and I like run over to it, swapping out my battle axe for my glaive, and with once again in my head a fierce scream of that of dragons, but to you just I sweep and attack with my glaive twice.
Great.
Let's
The first
go.
one.
Wow, just think.
See. All right. So I'm doing, is anyone like close to those other ones? I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
Leaf
of
is
tactics.
there,
there.
and villagers are there.
Okay, cool. So that pack tactics. So the first hit is 19.
That hits.
And come on, advantage. Give me goods. Oof. The second one is a 12.
Misses.
And the damage is 9.
Okay. Great.
But yeah, so once again, I got a bum shoulder. I slapped on it wrong. Every time that first swing, I just miss, and I'm like, shake it off.
Got to warm up.
Sweep, get the next one. And I'm going to once again try to do the little swoosh of ripping its legs out from under him using the shield master shove to make it prone. And where I saw a thing that said like how to do it.
You're supposed to make a
athletics
check.
versus their athletics
Yeah.
or acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if you're raging now, so you have advantage on the athletics check.
Thank you.
Okay, well let's go athletics versus athletics then.
All right. Tell me
So
what you got.
what you say?
Mm.
Okay, I got an 18.
Great, you knocked that thing prone.
Great.
I don't even know what a prone scorpion looks like.
Upside down.
Unhappy.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Absolutely upside down. I bring the shield under, and the sheer force of this little tiny
kobold on
dragon
a
dog, like swirling like a top, has flipped the whole thing, and it's like, and then as a reaction, I just stand and scream more.
Excellent. Karina.
Sweet. I'm gonna aim for the one that Snacks isn't attacking because I don't want to deprive her of her sweet kill, and start with the starry form archer, which is a miss because I'm just sort of watching like, oh, so that's what it would be. Prone, it's kind of upside down, and I get lost in watching this like intricate battle happen. But then I'm going to attempt to thorn whip with my action.
I like that.
Oh my God, I don't trust the D&D roller anymore. I miss with both things that I just hang out next to this corpse. I'm just here, just hanging out. Thanks, digital dice.
Sometimes that happens.
It do be that way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It do be.
Fan, what you got?
People don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
Yep.
So of the ones that I was fighting previously, the 2 that were side by side, are both of those up or just one of those up? Because I ran towards the ones that were fighting the villagers.
Right. Those are the 2 that are up.
Excellent. So I'm going to do exactly what I did the first time, where I'm going to lay into the first one. So I do 20 points of damage with my green flame blade and spiritual weapon. And I do 7 points of fire damage to the other one that I set on fire last time. So
Because you rolled it. Because
Yeah, I beat 16 on both. I
Right.
got an 18 and a 24. Yeah.
And what was this?
Yep.
The damage for the second one was what? How much?
7 points of fire damage.
Fire. Great.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm still trying to stand like perpendicular to the townspeople. Like if the scorpions are going to come at me, they got to come at me. Yep.
Well, they you take out the 20 points of damage definitely takes out the third one.
Mhm.
and now done 7 points of damage on a upside down scorpion. Too.
The one that was upside down is the one I've set on fire.
Yeah. So now the upside down one is on fire.
I will say, like, I hit the green flame blade and it leaps, and I turn over and I see that Snacks is carving this up, and I just go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to take that one from you."
I'm absolutely lost in it. I'm just screaming,
It is green fire. I do it for you, Boobala. I do it for you. Yeah. Okay.
So now,
that's it.
is there? By the way, with the that power that you used, Snacks, to knock the scorpion over, does he need to make a roll or anything to stand back up?
I mean, I think it's just he's prone, so whatever.
Okay.
Prone rolls.
Yeah, because it's now
movement.
the monster's turn, so he's going to stand up.
Yep. Half movement to get up. Yep.
That's all it is. He sort of, he did the whole turtle thing, and I'm a scorpion, and I don't know how to flip. Okay, I'm flipped, I'm up, and now it's Grath's turn.
All right. That last scorpion, I cast Hunter's Mark on that one.
Okay.
And oh my god, a nat one! I should
God.
just start using the D&D Beyond dice.
Don't. I use the roller, and I
Everybody is just sneezing.
So I assume that misses.
That
but I
one.
have a second attack, and oh yes, hold on. That is a 15.
That will
Hits,
just
right?
hit.
Okay, good. All right, and then let's get.
Give me some damage.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
10 damage. 10. Sorry, 10.
10
I added
damage?
4. Yeah.
All right, great. Leaf. Now Leaf's turn.
This thing in front of me is still standing, isn't it?
Still standing, just barely, but it's standing.
How are the guys to my left and right that are fighting alongside me, the villagers? They're okay too. It seems like
They're all right, actually. Yeah.
because we're kind of aggroing these guys. So
Mhm.
I think I'm just going to I'm just going to keep. I think the thing to do is just keep wearing these scorpions down. So I'm just going to make 2 attacks
Okay, great.
on this scorpion. The first one, that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And the next one is can't decide. It is, that's going to miss. That's a 12. All right. So from my 17, Scorpion's going to take 7 points of damage as I continuously to slip around and bring the staff down, bashing at the edges of where I see the carpus meeting the carpus, trying to find those weak spots in the Scorpion's shell.
Great. The scorpion is barely alive, but it's still alive.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna spend a point of key and do flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Okay.
And get 2 more attacks on this guy. So
Yeah.
the first one is up. That's 23.
That hits.
And the second one is 25.
I think you're
So-
going to take this one out. I just have a feeling.
I am next to you, just screaming like, "No mercy! Tear its legs off! Oh, this thing is what's going on! Kill it!"
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? I do 18
She al-
points of damage.
She already
unarmed
swept the
strikes.
leg.
Right.
So
Okay.
I basically, after I slam the bow staff into the top of this thing, I'll do the 2 unarmed strikes for 18 points.
Tell me how you destroyed that thing.
So as he slams the top of the bow staff, he immediately swings the bow staff over, twirling it like a helicopter over his head, and then slams it into the sand. And as the scorpion turns to face him, he races up to the top of the bow staff, like monkey style, and then just leaps from the top of it and comes crashing down on top of the scorpion, heels first, and then drops down to his knees and palm strikes the top of it, crushing the carpus and just bringing this thing crumpling to the ground.
Nice. All right. And so that was the last scorpion, and the terrified villagers kind of relax a little bit, and we're going to take a 5-minute break. We should have taken a break 20 minutes ago, but I don't like taking breaks in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
So let's take a fiver, and
we
we'll
chose
be right
violence. That's why
We chose violence.
back. Cool. And we'll
Yay,
talk to
choosing violence.
Violence is always the answer. We'll take 5, and we'll come back and we'll talk to those villagers.
All right. Sounds good.
Hey.
Shepherd's on his way back home. world it starts to burn at the point of no return. Keep a hold of your conviction, tear out the affliction before the world turns black. Stand up and take it back. Stand up and take it back. Stand up and take it back. Clean cut, mechanical beats. Hot strut, gonna sweep you off your feet, yeah. Stock hot, magnetic high. Better lock up your daughters, cause they're catching my eye. When the walls they are closing on me, there is a place I can be. I'm safer down under my iron skin. Nothing's getting in under my iron skin. Got no rules or discipline under my iron skin. Eyes wide, no time for sleep. My mind's a blood tide where obsession sweeps. So take a drive deeper, highways overload. I've been trying to take a detour from these patriotic roads, but I ain't no regular guy. Every rule I defy. I'm safer down under my iron skin. Nothing's getting in under my iron skin. Got no rules or discipline under my iron skin. Under my iron skin.
But underneath it all, without you, baby, I'm cold. I am made of iron.
But baby, I'm made of gold. I'm safer down under my iron skin. Nothing's getting in under my iron skin. Got no rules or discipline under my iron skin. That's right, under my iron skin.
Asked her if she stay a while. She said that's really not my style. I might be here for tonight, but baby I'll be gone in the morning light. Take me away to my favorite place where I don't have to grow up and stay this young forever. Baby, can you play this game?
Oh my gosh, I have to put my teeth in.
I have to put my teeth in.
I want to
put
play a
my
old
teeth in.
kobold.
Oh, back. You just have to be like 35 and you're a horrifically ancient kobold. You're like, I'm so old.
I can wear teeth.
Why don't you come down here and I'll show you what for.
Bert was 11 days old.
I'd like to rage. Actually, wait, 35 is old for a kinku. I don't even know if I don't know if kobolds make it that far. Kobolds might live
I
like
think they only live
2025.
11 days.
Yeah.
I thought
we
so.
ready?
No, kobolds live to be 100.
No, we're not, Jason.
I think we're
Wait
on
here.
already.
Yeah,
No,
we've been
I
on.
think
No, yeah,
kobolds.
Oh, we're on? Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I heard it from good
Hey,
authority.
we're back,
About
everybody.
11 days.
Kobolds
11
can live to
days.
be 135.
I mean, they live
by the
11
way,
days if they
we're
like
doing a
get
giveaway
lippy.
right now for a $50 gift certificate at Hero Forge. Yeah. So just enter in the chat and we'll get back to our game. And that's all I have to say about that. Welcome back to the search for Gaxx more. And let's jump right back in. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. So you have now vanquished the 4 horrible scorpions and giant scorpions. And one of the villagers approaches you and he says, "I thank you. Thank you for saving me and my family. There are strange things that have been happening lately, and you're like angels from heaven that just saved us. My name is Dorset Glaven, and this is my wife Elova and my sons Heaven and Argoff." And they say hello.
Because we just finished battle and I had a rage going, my eyes are still wild and I'm still panting, and basically I am just running around, and I have the zoomies. Yeah, I have the zoomies right now.
I just like as I see them doing this, I just go, snacks. Help me see if any of this is salvageable. We can cook it for dinner.
Leap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and talk, but every time you turn around, I'm literally ripping an insect leg off and just.
Is she all right?
She's fine.
Honestly, this is pretty good for her.
I'm gonna clasp Dorset on the shoulder and look at him and just say, "How are you feeling? The steam
Well,
took you."
Things have just been very strange. Several weeks ago, merchant caravans and traveling pilgrims began disappearing on the road. Soon after, reports of monsters and bandits lurking about came in from outlying farms and border patrols. Next, a group of rangers returned to tell of an appearance of a strange rock mesa where previously had been the river valley. It's the only river in the area. We all get our water from there except for this simple well that we have here. They said on top of the mesa stood a great but devastated looking city. The rangers reported that the city had an odd, disquieting look. Massive outer walls with higher inner walls beyond surrounding it. Its towers, gates, and buildings were all of an unfamiliar style. It looked like a giant hexagon. They reported hearing various eerie sounds throughout the night and seeing dark figures on the walls. The unintelligible sounds that echoed through the city walls at night, moans, screams, and an eerie, almost speech-like howling, frightened even the most intrepid scouts. As the early rays of the sun crested the hills, the whole group dared to move closer as to obtain a better look at this weird city. A handful rode into the place, but those who passed through the gates did not return. Those who remained safely outside heard nothing and waited for hours. Growing fearful with the coming of night, they eventually left. The rangers returned to our hamlet, and with this tale, they told that the newly appeared city was along the region's main river. Clearly, there was sorcery afoot. Our elders asked for the council of sages, scholar priests, and wizards to unravel the mystery. None of these savants knew what this strange city was, how it came to be, where it was, nor what its sudden appearance could mean.
Sir. It's called Gaxmore. Continue.
Gaxmore.
Go on. I just wanted to officially say that I'm smarter than all of your smart people.
Wait, Karina, you're saying the screaming, wailing, lamentation city was Gaxmore?
Probably. Yeah.
Be nice, you two.
I just thought maybe there was a second one.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Go ahead, continue with your very sad story.
The wizards cast spells of legend and lore and only garnered slight, vague hints like it is the city of Journey's End, or what was forgotten has returned, and what was loved is now hated. The secrets of the city of journeys are now at the hands of the malevolent. None of it made any sense. All the divinations and auguries were cast, and as scholars pored over ancient texts in search of answers, news of terrible events came to our town. Farms and steadings along the eastern border in the vicinity of the strange city were found abandoned. Evidence of a terrible slaughter was discovered. Monstrous things have been seen roaming the hills as you just rescued us from them, and all the settlements that were near that city have now disappeared.
You're awfully well informed for helpless frontier shepherds or whatever. What's your normal stock in trade?
We are here as treasure seekers ourselves. We've heard of the great treasures that the blighted lands of Okirum have at the store, and so therefore we. What's so funny, sir?
Nothing. Please continue. I'm just enjoying the shade.
Yeah. The umbrella's back up.
And they're very much like.
Yep.
There was a small village farther from here. We're sort of a hamlet on the edge of it, but we're all just seeking our fortunes here and trying to find some of the ancient ruins and avoid the Muzzri at the same time. The blue people, have you seen them?
Well,
have you? We've heard of them, but we've not encountered them yet.
He looks at Karina a little strangely, but kind of realizes it's not the right shade of blue.
Are these people that we should be concerned with?
They worship false gods and make many sacrifices to them.
That's judgmental.
How do you know they're false?
To the point.
Anyone that would use human sacrifices.
That's what I was.
In my opinion, is false.
So,
it's still very effective.
Leaf turns to all of you and says, "I think we all agree it doesn't matter what gods they think they follow if they're sending people."
Excuse me. None of us are humans, and we've all killed dozens. At least they die for something.
Well, and now you just saved me and my family. I can't thank you enough, but if that is your philosophy, I'm going to have to ask you to leave now.
Oh, point of reference, Dorset. I know you're here seeking adventure and fortune, but you just got one of your sons killed before you broke camp, so maybe you're not cut out for this.
I chastised Thanato. Please, they've been through a lot. Just give them.
They would have gone through a lot more if not for us, but fine.
I know, but give them some time. And I turn to the villagers. These blue people, when was the last sighting and where?
They've raided the larger town and taken some of our people. They headed, quite frankly, towards the city that you refer to as Gaxmore.
They're headed towards Gaxmore.
See, everybody?
That's the direction that they came from and took our people off to.
I'm glad we came here and helped you, because now we know that there are a potential threat heading towards Gaxmore. So I feel better about my decision to lead us here.
Well, they owe their lives to you, Grath, so.
We can give you what supplies we have to help you get through the desert, but if you're heading towards that haunted city, I would ask you to turn back. I would give you that advice at least.
I'm afraid we must. We must head towards the city, and we will gratefully, she looks at everybody with like a glare a little bit, accept any extra provisions.
You don't look like you have a lot of anything, to be honest. So maybe just information, and we won't take all of your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that is about the extent of the information that I have.
That's
Well,
fine.
that
Here,
was
eat this.
quite a lot.
And I want to put a handful of good berries into his hand. You got hit a lot. Eat those.
Was it Heaven or Orgoth that went down in Leaf Saved?
I think it was Dorset, wasn't
It
it?
was no Dorset's the father. It was
Yeah.
Heaven. Heaven went down.
Oh, Heaven?
I
Okay.
I look at Heaven and I just say, I know what you saw. They will never believe you, but they'll see it eventually.
And on that creepy note, that's when suddenly I walk up and with my claws up like this, I am completely blue. And I am like,
Oh, I'm the blue man.
fun scorpion fact. Scorpions have blue blood from the hemocyanin that is in it. It's a copper-based thing. Their blood is blue. So I have covered myself in
Scorpion
blue
blood,
scorpion
just to
Right.
be a jerk.
Yeah.
Just a
Watch,
metal.
watch more of the stream for more scorpion facts.
Oh, I'm the blue man. Ooh.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm going to be really
Snacks.
offended by this when I stop looking like a walking constellation.
So, what is it now, Grath and Leaf, since you all are our moral compass, if not our physical one?
If we're your moral compass, you need to learn
Look.
how to read.
I was just a little nervous, okay? We're gonna head back on the path to Gaxx.
Mm.
I think it was good that we stopped to help these poor villagers. So let's, with new knowledge that we acquired, let us go and be vigilant for any of these blue, what were they called? Musri?
Mm.
Mhm.
Any of the
Um,
Musri about. So
I'm gonna
Just-
I'm gonna clasp Heaven on his shoulders and just look at him for a moment and just say,
You got your life back. Make good use of it. Hmm?
and give him a warm smile, which is toothy, of course, for an orc, but he just gives a small smile and then pats him on the shoulder, takes his staff out of the sand. And then I'm going to pause as I'm approaching Thanato and just be like,
Look at the bright side, Thanato. You had a really good opportunity here to not only kill things, but make sure everyone knows how scary death is. It's been a good night for you.
Oh, it's not scary. And now that boy knows the only truth.
Oh, that's a full nightmare. Eat the berries. We're going to go. And I'm just going to start like ushering the group away.
All right.
And the stare down that Thanato is giving him would have been absolutely terrifying if I had not crawled up on his back and had two of the little scorpion legs doing bunny ears behind him.
Ooh.
You're doing the ears thing again, aren't you? I was trying to make a statement, Snacks. That's not the. Oh,
Help.
it's. Oh, come on. Hey, you were great out there, by
All
the
right.
way. Great out there.
You guys make it back to the road. And
As we
you're heading
continue.
towards Gaxmore. It's been marked on your map.
Is it possible for us to take a short rest?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I think we could all use that real quick.
Yeah.
An hour. All right.
I would
You
love
may
that.
you can even rest at the village. You're more than welcome to rest at the village, even after you've like insulted them and scared them. And
yeah, you know, Graf
Because you did
and
save
Karina, we're guiding people away from the village because they've suffered enough. Words are even worse after everything. So yeah, we just kind of go off to the side and Graf surveys the land. This is a good spot for a nice little rest. How do y'all feel about that?
It feels good.
I'm just like still very much in Karina's bubble as long as she's got
Yep.
the thing open. I just say, you all rest. I'm fine. I'll keep watch.
Okay.
Okay, then Ada will take first watch and possibly the only watch.
It's how long are we gonna sit here? I didn't. It's fine. And I just like curl up at the center under like the parked umbrella, just doing her nails.
Yeah, and definitely it's towards the end of the day at this point, so it's the sun's going down.
Even better.
Normally.
And Thanato, can you make a perception check for me when you're on that watch?
I would just say I'm like, normally travel by night isn't preferable, but at least the temperature won't be quite so oppressive. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so it actually ends up being 23 if that matters, but it's a natural 20 on the die.
Right. You see sort of like like off in the distance a little bit to I suppose the north, you catch a glimmer of like a flashing light.
After it's dark or even beforehand? Like it's metal moving and lights reflecting, or there's a source of light over there?
It appears to be a source of light because it's
So-
dusk now.
I figure because we do this often, you usually take the watch, and I usually curl up literally like around your foot, like just this little purring, sleeping thing. Because if you need eyeballs on anything, I would be right there.
I technically don't sleep, so yeah, you guys know I do take all the watches. So yeah, I'm like, I will take the first watch and additionally the second and also the third. Yeah.
Yay.
I let them rest since we're just doing the hour. I sort of let them rest. I do just keep an eye on it though. And once they've had their time, I just say snacks, and I just like tilt my head in that direction. The snacks say it's not bedtime yet. Yes, short rest, friend. I need you to tell me what that is.
Oh, something sleeps in my eyes. Hold on.
And
I hit her with prestidigitation to get all of this
get those crusty.
scorpion goo and eye boogers off of her.
Get those eye boogers out of there.
Showroom new kobold.
it's still just an automatic that I am licking my own eyeball to clean it.
Please stop. Please.
So, Snacks, when you look over there, you see sort of a slight rising in the horizon. So like there's sort of maybe deeper sand dunes or a hill or like a hillock, just something small, and the light is shining just past it. So whatever the source is, it's being blocked by this sand dune or hill. So you see light flashing from behind it.
It's
not
flashing.
not in any kind of pattern, but you just see it sort of flashing behind it.
Okay, so I go ahead and I transcribe all of that information that it is hidden behind a sand dune, so I can't really see what it is. Basically, I'm just like,
That's a light, all right.
I can go check it out if you want.
Well, I figure we should probably stick together now that everyone's rested up.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Oh, she's still kind of waking up. Yeah. I'm good.
Power nap.
that was only a short rest, right? Not a long
Mhm.
rest.
Yeah.
For rest. Yeah. My least favorite.
I do sort of look at Leaf and Grath and I say, I'm not known for stealth if you all want to try and range ahead a little bit, or we go together. Up to you.
You would probably know that Leaf is actually very stealthy. In fact,
So
if you want company, Grath, he could definitely go with you.
the split mail keeps me alive, but I kind of sound like somebody's taking the trash out at a club when I walk. So.
Up in the club.
Big old disadvantage on stealth. So
Yes, yeah. I'll go out there. I'll scout ahead. Leaf, if you would like to join, let's be as
yeah.
stealthy as possible.
Yes. I mean, I could stand here and just watch Thanatos stare off into the distance, unblinking like a statue of death. Or I could go with you.
As lovely as that is, join me, please. I'm gonna need some help. I've been a little off this entire trip, so. Okay, well,
Start going
before
towards
we
the
head
source of
out,
light.
Yep.
can I cast Pass Without a Trace?
Ooh.
You
Yes,
can.
please help.
We are
We're
gonna
gonna
be
need some help.
stealthy is we vanish from existence.
For everybody though. Is it
Mhm.
just gonna be me and Leaf, or can I cast this for the whole?
You can catch us all if you cast
can-
it before you take off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it's a radius. I think you just hit us when you cast it, and then you can go. I do believe.
Mhm.
All right. So before we head out, I just kind of like concentrate, and this energy just kind of envelops us, and it's a bit of a shadowy energy, but it's comforting.
Oh,
Okay.
Radiates from you
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, we
and your
got it.
companions.
Yeah, so when we're around you, we've got it. Otherwise, we.
So
will
yeah, it's
we'll-
gonna. Oh yeah, because the
We'll wait
range
till you-
itself.
Yeah, we'll wait till you come back, though. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, just
Okay.
kidding. Just me and Leaf. All right.
No, it's
So-
good. Yeah, if something goes bad, just scream for us.
Yeah.
Real loud.
So you walk towards the source of the light, and it's actually farther
Oh,
than you.
shit. We're walking towards the light,
Yeah.
and they're never seen again.
Again, I'm like, good.
and
Story druid. I'm like, yeah. head for it.
that is a wrap for Eric.
Thank you so much,
Adriana.
everybody.
Thank you guys so much.
So I'm gonna go
Definitely
ahead
what
and
I
call,
remember D&D
call,
being
our-
like.
call our
So
ride.
talented, everybody.
So we're leaving. Yeah, we're gonna go not that way. We're just gonna
Alright.
yeah.
I'm going to use my aspect of eagle to watch them die.
As you make your way towards the light, can you guys give me perception checks? I'm assuming that you're kind of like
Yes.
paying attention.
As much as I can. Yes. 21 for me.
That's gonna be a 14.
Okay, Leaf. You think that you actually as you're getting closer to the light and you're getting closer to the hill, you actually think that it's emanating from inside of a cave, and you are making very distant sounds out. It sounds like voices, but you're just not sure. You need to get a closer look.
Okay, I'll relay this immediately to Grath, and just his ears perk up again as he just kind of leans in as we're stalking along in the dark.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we chance a closer look, perhaps? Or should we wait for the others?
Grath kind of just like wipes the sleep out of her eyes still. I think we should wait for the others. Would that be?
Are,
Mm.
are we going?
Oh yeah.
Well, I
was
say
like-
we kind
I
of
turn around and
They don't
scream,
know yet.
"Come on over this way!"
Yeah. Well, I
No, I
mean,
don't. I
got
was
it
just
ahead.
joking. I was just joking.
snacks can see, so I think
Yeah.
we've done this. If you give
Yeah,
the sign,
I
we
figure,
know.
Yeah.
you have like a rock or something and you throw it up if you want.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I go. Yeah.
Quick
I
question.
turn to.
Quick question.
Sure.
If we want to communicate back to them, we've got crystals in our wrists. Can we talk to each other, or can
No,
we?
the crystals only call your boss.
Oh, so can we call the boss and tell them to call?
Yeah.
I mean,
You
honestly,
could, but
I've
you
only
know
got
that
one
he's gonna be
bar on this
pissed.
thing right now.
Gotcha. So don't abuse the crystal. That's what you're saying.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Don't abuse the crystal. Just use it.
Don't
for
treat him
the-
like an operator in the 1940s asking. for- All right.
Get me
Mhm.
number 3. Yeah.
But yeah, I figure we have some kind of system working out where, like, you throw a rock up and that means that we should join you, or you throw a bone up and that means I've just died. I don't know.
I'll take out an arrow. So Grath turns over to Snacks, where she kind of can see her, and pulls out an arrow and pulls the arrowhead up and waves it, indicating to come follow. And then puts it back in her quiver.
oh, she's doing the arrow thing. She's got the.
Since they're going to follow us now,
Leaf turns to you and says,
since they're coming now, maybe we scout ahead before they get here so that we, being the stealthy ones, see what's there. We don't engage, we just look and come back.
Yes. Good idea, Leaf. Let's
And-
go. And we set out.
Important point of clarification, Snacks. Do you mean the arrow thing or the arrow thing?
She considers. She
11
considers she's
days.
lying.
No, not the pew pew.
Right. Well, then we should probably go then.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all getting together first, or
Yeah, well, they're still. So I think
Yeah.
the distance is relative. Is
okay,
kinda what I'm
right?
hearing.
They're moving towards,
Yeah.
and they're
We
Right.
confirmed that there's something up ahead, so that Grath and I are going to use our stealthiness to scout this out, so that when they get to where we need to be, we can backtrack it and tell them what we found.
We have like an approximation of like how far apart we are. Just
We're in
for-
line of sight, though. I think, right?
for
how you were able
magical
to see
But
it.
her Snacks line of sight.
Snacks is right.
It's like
Snacks
Oh,
can
right, because you're
see
eagle-eyed, right?
into
okay.
other
I-
campaigns.
Yeah.
Snacks can see the DMG from where she is. She's
Yeah.
saying,
Looks like a mess.
Here. All right. Yeah, all right.
I see a random encounter in our future. Yeah, right. That's my trick.
With
Yeah.
a chicken bone. Okay. So
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
you're
honestly just waiting for like someone to throw me up in the air so I can get a wider radius.
Oh, you know that's coming, baby bird.
I
Don't you
just am
worry.
letting everyone know because I've been waiting this entire time for someone to literally throw me. No,
It's
take
not
it.
yet, but it'll
Okay.
come.
Fastball
Let's go.
special.
Grath.
We'll just
All
walk.
right.
With the fastball special.
Do you want it now? You could just do super up. Super up.
No, okay, we can walk. We can walk. Uppies later. Uppies later.
Okay.
Okay. And Leaf and Grath are making their way towards the light, right? So you guys are still
we'll call it 120 feet. We'll call it 120 feet. Just keep it simple.
Thank you.
sounds
Cool,
fine
cool.
to me.
All right.
Okay, so as you get closer to the light, it's definitely a cave. And the light's emanating out of it, and you definitely hear some chanting.
Just to clarify, the cave it's not a giant tiger's head, right?
A very specific clarification.
The
Yeah.
Cave of Wonder.
Just like
Legally
I
d-
say we run.
First, throw me the lamp.
Yeah.
Legally distinct Arabian
Yeah, no,
Night.
it's just a regular
Diamond in the
old,
rough.
crappy cave.
Okay. And we hear chanting out front.
Is the light
No,
blue?
You hear chanting coming from inside.
Oh, inside. Okay.
Are they saying Kalima? Kalima.
A whole
Yeah,
lot of
we run.
legally distinct things being
Yeah.
thrown around right now.
Legally
we're
distinct
breaking all
chanting.
sorts of copyright problems right now.
Okay.
So Malika.
Right.
I'm going to glance over. So we've come across the cave now. We can see light emanating inside this cave.
Right.
And we can see, so the cave basically goes into the earth. It's not into the side of a mountain, right? Or it's not in the side of a sand dune.
It goes down. So it's sort of
Okay.
yes. It's a small hill, and the cave. sort of-
Gotcha. Okay. And we can hear chanting coming out from. So, I think this is a shot in the dark. I think more of a, I don't even have any. I mean, I don't even think Leaf would think to try to roll an Arcana check to find out if he can understand what's going on. I think more of like he gets to the perimeter with Grath, and as he kind of crouches low and scratches at that thick orc beard that's kind of short and scragged down the side of his face, and he just says,
I don't think we should go inside yet. I think magic alarms or traps or anything could be waiting inside. We wait for the others here.
Good point, Leaf. I think we shouldn't go inside at all,
At all?
actually.
Hmm.
Yes.
At all. Compelling counter argument, Graft.
They're all just in a cave, whatever the heck is in there, and
Sure.
no,
Let people have their caves.
yeah, there's no screaming coming
Right.
from this cave, so
Right.
maybe we can avoid that and go back on our path because
Keep moving forward.
yes, I have a weird feeling about this. Can I do a perception check into this cave at all?
I mean, you could get closer to it and try to see what
Okay.
you see.
I do that.
Make
I
a stealth
gesture.
check for me.
I'm gonna follow her if that's the case.
Yeah, would you guys
Unless
make
you
stealth
tell me to
checks?
stay back. Did you want to go by
I
yourself?
was actually gonna say I was gonna gesture to Leaf to stay here, and then I
Okay.
just go into like super nature stealth mode, and it's
Okay, cool.
a dex check.
I'll hunker down then.
Stealth.
Stealth. Okay, well, dex.
Yeah.
Oh, are you rolling stealth checks? Oh God.
You
Karina's
know,
like, I don't
Well,
see them
remember,
anymore.
remember your plus 10. You still have your own pass
That's
without
true.
trace up.
Yep, there's the passive.
But I appreciate Grath's instinct is not to treat this cave like you do when you come across one in Diablo, where you're just like, I'm gonna go inside and kill everything.
Yeah. Nero.
It's like, good news. The rest of us feel that way, though.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, take the package to beat. Just go.
Just deliver.
Oh wait, I think actually this is an 18. Okay, I thought it
Okay,
was
good.
something worse.
I like
Oh.
that 18.
Rolled an
That's good.
18.
So you make your way closer to the cave, and you get to the mouth of the cave, and you definitely hear what sounds like some sort of religious chanting by, I don't know, maybe a dozen voices. You're not sure.
Sounds like we found the Blue Man Group.
Yeah. You see blue paint, kind of.
Run away!
We
No,
hear
no,
an
I'm
impressive-
joking.
Arrived in Vegas
Yeah.
through the desert.
Yeah.
You can get your picture taken with two of them out in front of the cave.
No, and then get sacrificed seconds later.
Right.
Just like the peace sign as a dagger's going into my chest.
Mhm.
A normal trip to Vegas, yes.
Sure, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Thursday.
There's another cave with like these really cheesy knights standing out in front of it.
They're all 4 different like faction looking.
Right, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on Grath then, and I'm just gonna I don't know what I'm trying to read her body language. So I know she's gonna probably signal if it's like bad, but I'm trying to make sure that she's not in trouble. So Leaf is just laid out on the floor on his stomach, looking on and just watching her as he's kind of stealthed down low.
Okay.
And every occasionally like looking back over his shoulder to see where the party is at.
Okay, well, upon taking this information in, Grath just turns around and goes straight back to Leaf.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read that as like, yes, all right, so we'll probably leave the cave alone is kind of like the read that I'm getting. Okay, so
And I just signal like, let's start heading back, maybe.
Are we
To
close
the-
enough
to the
hear
group, at
cave
least.
yet?
okay, assuming we don't have to, assuming you get back and you tell me what you've heard.
Yes, there's
So-
that. They're chanting just like the villagers were warning us. I think it's the it's
Blue men.
the Musri. The Musri?
Yeah, also
It's
known
the-
as the Blue men, I think.
The blue men are definitely in that cave. I don't know what else it could be, so
Grath, I
let's
want-
regroup.
I want to bring this up to you before the others get here, because I know you'll understand why I'm bringing this up to begin with.
It's just you can see Leaf looks troubled. He clenches his jaw for a moment, kind of like punctuating those tusks that are coming out from his lips, and he just kind of pulls at the beard again and he says,
It's just that there could be people in there getting sacrificed, and I already know what Donato is going to say, and he's not wrong. We have a package to deliver. We should do that. We have a job. But
Well, with the chanting in the background is kind of like spiking up Grath's anxiety about this whole thing, but she does take in what Leaf just said and considers, well, technically, this is a little bit on the way, right? According a little bit on the way, just a little off track. Let's ask the others, see what they feel about
I
that
thought the
first.
same. Why don't we do what majority wants to do, and I will follow.
We should
Wait.
start doing that, yeah, because I definitely have been calling the shots a little bit.
he
We should
puts
ask
his
the
hand on
others.
your shoulder and says,
I'm grateful for you doing that. We
Thank-
just saved lives.
Thank you.
Wait,
did
we
save
caught
some lives.
up. What's happened?
So
Oh, they have that look. They're going to ask us to do something charitable.
No.
Mm.
We are going to ask for group vote.
yes, So
About?
there's some activity going on in that cave that is most likely cultish or something, and I have a feeling that it is these blue men.
Mhm.
So, what do you think? What do you all think we should do? I want
hold
to
on. Hold on.
let's have a vote.
Can I hear the cave from here?
Barely. You can hear it a little. Where you guys all are, even for someone without ears, you can still hear. You can still hear. Not as well as what Grath heard when she was closer to the mouth of the cave, but you can definitely hear. There's something going on off in the distance. Sounds like group voices, group chanting.
Okay. Well, I can't recognize it from here, but we can find out if maybe. You know, I have to know if they're just other Vidalcan and we keep calling them blue for some bizarre reason, right?
Well, that would still be blue. No, I say we go in and kill them all.
Really?
2 reasons. We should not leave enemies on our flank. They could come back for us later. And we've been told there's many valuable magical relics to be had.
We're getting paid in stuff we find, so let's go find some stuff.
Right.
That part.
Hmm.
And
Leaf,
maybe we'll save some people.
Leaf glances over at Grath, just kind of gives her the look like, huh, like the Mal from Firefly.
Yeah.
Huh. Did not expect it. So he just goes,
Snacks
right.
has an idea.
Yes, Snacks?
I think that Karina and I should go in and just blend in.
because she is still covered in the blue blood.
And just blend in.
Okay, that's a good idea. Maybe if you both want to scout ahead a little bit.
That's not a good idea, but
You're
it's
absolutely right. I think that we should investigate further, but do not instigate. And she looks at Thanatos like, do not instigate any sort of battling yet. And
is like, let me check my notes. Yes, that says bad idea.
if they are bad,
Look at my star charts. Yes, terrible idea.
let's take the shinies. Snacks, you're really good at that. Take all the good shinies. We get out and we collapse the cave from the outside.
Whoa, we've gotten to like suffocate and murder a group of people so quickly.
Only if they were bad, though. Only
Some
if they
of
were
us
bad.
You didn't really
started
clarify
there.
that.
But
Yeah.
Kind
Well, I am
started-
now, okay?
but if there are
Fair enough.
sacrifices going on inside, then we should save those who might.
Yes.
You know, sometimes chanting is just chanting, right? And I want to
Collapse the cave now. Wait a couple days, then dig them out.
But we want their stuff before we suffocate them.
Yes.
Stuff will still be there.
We might not be. In a few days, we're going to,
All right.
Let's make it as quick as possible. If they're sacrifices, we take them out. If they're bad, take all the good stuff, head out, collapse cave. Problem solved, right?
Grath, I promise to not do indiscriminate murder without checking with you first.
Graph, look me in the eyes.
Yes.
Goodness is relative. So go ahead and just ponder that for a little bit while we decide if we're going to take some people's stuff or not. And I just want to walk in the direction of the cave.
That way too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leaf leans over to you, Grath, and just says,
Not as relative as she makes it sound.
Well, I think we should trust our instincts to see if they are good or bad. Like we
Well-
always have?
Oh, we'll trust our instincts.
If we need a baseline, then I say we take human sacrifice or whatever is being murdered as a baseline for bad.
Yes.
What
Unwilling-
if they're sacrificing bad people?
I still don't
Oh.
understand why you so excessively weight human lives.
Okay, you know he
Any-
means humanoid.
I don't know that. That isn't what he said.
Okay, and yeah, we're all going off of John Stuart Mill's harm principle. Can we please go? I want to know if I know these blue people.
Is that a thing? Do all blue people know each other?
Probably. I've never met other ones in the wild.
Why didn't we do this on our short rest?
Then yes, let's go.
Okay.
Yay! I want to get closer. Do I understand the language being chanted?
Nope.
Ah, beans.
Sorry.
Do I?
Let me tell you what I speak. I speak abyssal, celestial, and primordial. Do I understand it?
You know what? Actually, you feel like you. It would almost be like if you knew.
Are they like Scottish?
No, yeah. All right, well, stand over here.
Like Scottish abyssal. They're like, oh, yeah, Cthulhu talking.
Scottish
No, it's
Abyssal,
kinda like
also
if
a
you-
great band
like
name.
Yes.
If you know Spanish and someone speaks Portuguese and you pick out
Yeah.
certain pieces of it,
Right.
you hear it sounds most like your primordial, actually.
Dang it, I was almost gonna go with that.
Of the words that I do know, what kind of words am I picking out of it?
It's a
Like
recipe.
Lord,
Oh no. It's a sacrifice. yeah.
worship, things like that.
It could be a youth group. You don't know.
Again, being from where I'm from, that's more of a reason for eradication, not less, by the way.
Right.
I do relay to them what the words I'm hearing, that I'm like, they're speaking the original language, but they're doing it wrong.
Mm.
I hear Lord, worship, nothing positive.
Relative to who?
Maybe you just don't know the positive words.
Yeah, you're kind of a downer now.
It's a non-zero chance, but I'm pretty sure this time.
Let's just go in. We're debating and
Okay.
not doing anything. Let's approach a little bit closer, shall we?
Hmm?
Knock on the front door.
No knocking.
No knocking
Well,
until
there's no
it's
door to
time for
knock on,
knocking.
so it's just an
Yep.
open cave.
Right.
And ease on in. We're still passing without trace, thanks to the ranger. So
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. God, that is just
Okay, I
best
still want
stealth
you guys to
in
make
D&D.
stealth checks for me, though.
Okay.
That gives you plus 10, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
oh, guess who got a natural 1?
Oh, buddy.
Because I roll with disadvantage. I'm like, yay, I'm fine. I am not fine.
This was finally the time.
Yeah.
I was gonna be good at
It gives
this.
it gives a plus 10.
Plus
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
So
I
I
mean-
I have a 31.
Yeah.
You're
Tech-
fine.
Technically, that still puts me at a 12, but it's a -1 on the die. Full disclosure.
28.
Plus 10 is going to send me up to 23.
It doesn't even matter because your 11 kind of screwed everybody.
12.
Oh, yeah, 12.
Okay.
Fine.
It's
As
totally
you enter
fair.
the cave, what you can see is the cave goes down about 10 feet, a slow depression down. And right when you get to the bottom, what you see is sort of a sand carved out temple. You see 8 hooded figures in bright blue robes kneeling in front of a large sandstone statue of a face. If you've ever seen Doctor Who, the face of Bo, it's like a giant face. And in front of that face is an altar and another
Villager?
creature in a robe. It's a humanoid. He's about 8 feet tall. His skin is light blue and his hood is down. And he sees you right away after Thenato makes that. And he sort of looks at you and says, "You have desecrated the ancient temple of the Musri gods, and therefore must submit yourselves and sacrifice."
You're not speaking primordial so much as chewing on it. And I ignite my hammer with my green flame blade.
All right, let's roll for initiative, everybody.
Yeah.
Ooh,
After
we're
you
blending.
say that, Thanato, as we roll into initiative, leaning on the staff, Leaf is going to look at you and be like,
She passed without a trace. How did you do that?
I told you I don't do stealth.
Yeah, we should have. I take full responsibility for not listening to you. I thought surely pass without trace. And
I
then
just keep
that's when
screaming.
combat is.
Right.
Blue,
right.
we're blending. Blue.
What do we got?
Only you two.
I'm like passed with
And
low trace. is
Karina,
what I-
in that moment, you know for sure that they're not of your race. That they actually look like humans just with blue skin.
Cool. Blueface. Into
God,
it.
I wish we had
Yeah.
inspiration.
Dirty 20 here.
Gonna
So-
do a murder.
I have an uncanny ability to always crit at initiative. So
Hey!
I have a 22 and
Okay.
hate going first.
I just didn't want to be selfish, so I decided to
Oh.
roll a natural one.
buddy, no, buddy, no.
I'm doing this for you guys.
Thank you.
Because I care.
mean,
no,
that's-
no.
I
no need
did
to
it
thank
on the
me.
stealth to make sure that we had an interesting
Yeah.
exchange here. Same principle.
yep.
Yeah. hmm
So
We-
I just
we-
need
we take
Karina
those.
and Grath.
I got
Karina got
23,
eight.
yeah.
Mm.
You got what? What'd you get, Karina?
8.
8, and you got a 23, Grath. Okay.
23.
Nice.
Finally. God.
Let's go.
But was that I forget? Was that a natural 20 to
It
get
was
there?
a nat 20.
Okay. Wow. All right. Cool.
I'm finally using D&D Beyond and some new dice.
So
Hey.
you're first. You basically see 9 members of Blue Man Group looking at you and grabbing various weapons that were at their sides and
that we're calling them
rushing
Blue
you,
Man
but
Group
it's your turn first.
Okay, all right. Was it the leader that was yelling at me?
The leader was yelling at you, and there's 8 sort of, let's call them acolytes. There's 8 acolytes that have, were worshiping, turned around, saw you, and are coming at you. So you could either melee with them, or you could they're still probably 15 feet away from you at this moment. So you can either engage or range.
I keep my distance and I cast Hunter's Mark on the leader.
Okay, the
And
one who's
I-
up on the altar.
Yes, up on the altar.
He's
And
the
then
farthest one away. He's probably like 40 feet away.
oh, hold on one second.
Important clarification. Do we see a sacrifice happening, or are they just like having lunch?
Well, they were worshiping and chanting, but you do not see
Oh.
a sacrifice. No,
150 feet's my range for my longbow. So
you're fine.
yeah, I aim, I notch an arrow, and I aim at the leader, and I just rolled a hit. I guess I fly a few arrows at him if they actually hit.
So they yelled angrily at us and we're going to murder them.
I mean, they should.
Oh, wait, should we though? Oh, God.
walked
Oop,
into
you
the-
already loosed it. I said it as you were letting go.
I was just like, oh, I panicked a little bit, you know?
You're good.
Oh, so she just like starts to like fire at the leader to warn them angrily to stay away.
Warn them in the
This is what
chest.
arrows
Let's
can
go.
Warn them right through the chest.
Warn them right in the eye.
So that's gonna be, oh wow. Okay, so math 16.
Warn
hit?
him right in between
Um,
the eyes.
Your arrow hits, but bounces off.
Oh,
Gives you
hold
the
on.
impression maybe he's wearing some armor underneath that.
Actually, I don't like these guys one bit. And I'm going to use my reaction to consult my star charts, and I get to add a d6 to her attack roll.
Okay,
Oh,
wow.
no.
I rolled a
What was-
6.
Then you
It's 22 now.
great. Then the arrow goes in.
It ricochets.
shoulder. Yeah, it ricochet. It hit it, bouncing on the top, somehow ricocheted around the room, like Wile E. Coyote style, and then got him in the shoulder. So, what? Roll for damage.
Thank
So-
you. God damn it. Now I have to do
You
this.
are really down on us just coming in. and
I
just
don't like the blue face personally, but that's just for me. So I feel like I could kill them. I just don't know how you all feel about
Oh,
it.
you can, yes.
Well, the main dude actually is blue. The rest of them are clearly painted, I thought. Isn't his skin actually blue, the 8-footer?
No, they're all blue.
They're all blue
Okay, right,
toned.
right.
I said what I said. They're
Okay.
humans. Humans don't come in this color. So they've done a
Right.
weird thing.
Well, they do when they're dead.
Maybe they've done something strange, like that one guy that drank silver.
Oh, yeah. The like
you
blue
know-
men of Kentucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, Donato,
not a Florida
you
man?
wonder why I always use human. It's because the humans are
Florida
the ones that are
man.
always up to
Kentucky. That's kind of random.
What was your
That's
damage?
something from Florida. Sorry, 8. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait, it was 5.
It's 5. Okay, and then did you have another shot to take, or?
I don't take it because I wanted that to be a warning shot.
All right, Snacks. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean,
This is all happening all at once.
I
don't
know exactly, right? Like you shoot a warning shot, and I'm just like,
Oh, but as a bonus, can I please cast my planar warrior for the next attack?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Oh,
you didn't
had
Hunter's
another,
Mark.
you had another attack, did you not? So you're gonna use it to do planar warrior instead of shoot another arrow.
Possibly for the next turn, though. It's like to charge up for the next turn, I believe.
I think that works.
Like I can't use it this turn, but for the next one,
Okay.
just in case they don't take the message.
So Snacks, what you saw is you saw that Grath fired an arrow, and you saw that there are 9 people looking at you, ready to get you.
okay, so I do infer that they are ready to get you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're pulling out weapons.
Okay, so there is fisticuffs happening. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure, seeing as how suddenly we're moral. Okay, I kind of hunch over a little bit and, slowly pull the goggles down over my eyes and go into my rage mode. Which is over here.
Raging.
I am going to start raging, and there were how many? Like 4?
There's
4 and then
8.
the 1?
8 and 1. 9
Yeah.
total.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'll
there's
just
4
go
on one side, 4 on the other side, 1 in the middle, and farther.
Okay,
farther forward.
great. I'm just gonna go for the one that's closest. How close are we? Like,
You're about 15 feet from the first the first pew.
okay. Well, I'm going to assume that people know to come on over and join me. So yeah, I'm just going to scream, "Establish dominance!" and run towards the guy, battle axe in hand, and go for the 2 sweeps. The first one is a nat 20. So that's 25.
Nice.
That's definitely one way
The
to do it.
second one is a 24 to hit.
Snack attack.
Is a what to hit?
24.
Yeah, they both hit for
Yeah.
sure.
And the damage, the first one I sweep up and do 6 points of damage. Gonna go for his leg.
Okay.
And the next one I'm going to come down and stab his foot for 11 points of damage.
It's the first time in history that someone died of a foot injury instantaneously, but that killed it.
I mean, there's
Excellent.
Achilles.
Anyone
That's
that has stepped on
technically-
a Lego knows that's possible.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
you done. He's
Okay,
done.
well then I guess I slashed at his leg, and then I slashed the Achilles tendon, bringing him down. I climb up on the body and do a screaming howl in victory. Are any of the other guys also, like, were they close-ish?
Yeah, there was another one that was very close. If you have another move that you can do.
Cool, yeah. From get up on his body, scream, howl in joy, and then I'm going to run to the next one and just kind of do the sweeping with my shield and try to knock him prone.
Okay, great.
So let's athletics to athletics, my dude. Oh no. Oh wait, no, that's fine.
Okay.
I ended up getting, oh wait, I'm raging. So I have advantage, which I got the same thing twice, 12.
Okay. He's not prone.
Okay. Well, then I'm just so fierce and ready, and I killed someone. I feel so good. And I just bink. Oh.
Fair enough. It's now their turn. They rolled really well as well. Not quite as good, but better than.
What?
than
They
Phil.
beat my 5?
They beat my dirty 20.
They beat your dirty 20.
All right,
Yeah.
then they can come at us. Let's go.
Okay, so we've got 3 on one side, 4 on the other side, and the leader up top. Snacks, the one that you tried to sweep or whatever, takes a swing at you with a mace. And these are acolytes after all, and what do acolytes have? They always have
Mace to
mace,
the face.
right? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so
Face in your face, not an 8-track legally stink.
that one
Public Enemy.
misses. The next one also goes for snacks and hits for that massive mace damage of actually you take 8 points of damage. It was a really good.
Because I am raging, I am resistant to damage.
Okay,
So
You take 4?
I take half of that.
great. You take 4.
So yeah, it bounces off and I reaction hiss.
Now the third one on your side also goes for you because you're the one that sort of came up, and that also hits this time for just 5. So let's have it. Let's just say I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there, and 2. So another 2 points of damage for you.
All right.
Now there's the 4 on the other side that are sort of like coming down the aisle in the middle, and they give me the marching order for everybody else. So we've got Grath that took a shot, but that's sort of at the 15-foot mark.
I definitely would have been near the front because I'm armored. So
Right. Okay.
In
And
the
then how about
back.
Leaf and Karina?
Mhm.
Back. Leaf, where are you at?
I was standing next to Thanato. And as far as I know, I was next to Grath and Thanato when this whole thing started. I haven't
So
moved.
for the acolytes, we'll do 2 and 2. On 2 are going to attack you, and 2 are going to attack you.
Okay.
What's your armor class? Both of you guys? 17, I think. Right?
Currently 17.
For
Yeah.
both? Okay.
Mine is 17.
Okay. The first one swings and would hit you, Thanato. Unless you do whatever move you're going to do.
You know what? For your sake, because you took it personally when I evaded it last time.
No, I didn't. I just
Are you donating hit points?
I rolled for damage, and then...
you know what? There's 8 of these dudes, and the big bad hasn't done anything. So yeah, I'm gonna put my shield up again. So like that's gonna be. I'm gonna cast Nope when he goes to
Power word Nope.
Power word Nope when he goes.
You're now armor
22,
class 22, right?
Now 22.
Okay.
Yep.
The second one misses. So now the 2 on Leaf. Definitely misses. And I'm assuming a 23 would hit you, Leaf.
No. Sorry, yes it does. No, I'm not that awesome.
I was like, jeez.
You get 7 points of bludgeoning damage from the mace. Okay. And now the leader who you hit is going to... Let's see. The leader is going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh.
At Grath.
This little
I didn't mean to call it. I'm sorry.
What's that?
I didn't mean to call it. Like you were like the leader, and I was like Grath.
But you know what? He misses. So,
this guy's just a low budget me.
The Guiding Bolt just goes right over your head, and he just yells, "Get them!" And now it is Thanoto's turn.
I just point at him and I just say, "Karina, would you show him how it's done?" And I mark him with the path of the grave. So next time he gets hit, he will be vulnerable and take double damage. And I, for my part, just summon my spiritual weapon again, which I make look whatever their face is, whatever this face they're worshiping, I make it look like that. And
your god is displeased.
Exactly. And just go after the nearest. If one of them successfully hit Leaf, right?
Yes.
Yeah, one of them did.
I'll try and hit that one, but I got a 15. I don't know if that's enough.
It is not actually, because you can tell you go to and you hear a clang underneath the robe.
Hold on, let me check, see if I got. Well, I got stuff, but it's whether or not I'm going to use this stuff. No, I'll allow myself to miss.
Stuff.
No. It was a happy occasion. I'll let that go as it was. Nope. Then that's it for me.
Okay, Karina, what you got?
Guiding bolt. Third level.
Third
At the
level.
leader.
Nice.
No
Against
way, two can
leader?
play.
Don't
Okay.
miss. Don't miss.
I didn't miss. I rolled a natural 20. I just want to show. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, this is like
mean,
impossible to see.
yeah. You picked it up, so there's no way. I believe you. I believe
She's
you.
about to light this dude up. Okay. So
Okay.
It's
what
gonna get so lit.
It's
You-
gonna be 66
you roll
damage.
double and then he takes the-
66 damage.
No, sorry, it's 6d6.
Oh,
worth of
66.
We were
damage.
all
Okay,
just
all
like,
right, all right.
Yeah.
right, but then he's going to take double that. So,
So it's
no,
gonna
no,
be
he's gonna
a-
take triple that because he's vulnerable, so he's going to take double. But you crit, so you're going to roll double. So you're gonna roll double, and he's gonna take double that.
I
He's
am
gonna take
screaming
24
so
d6
loud.
basically.
Okay, so what happened was I
Amazing.
rolled 26 on the dice, which would double when critted to 52. And if it doubles again, I did 104 points of damage to the leader.
And that is
Yeah,
how you do it.
He explodes. There's nothing left. Like if you weren't looking, like if
This
I
is the
killed
coolest
guy
thing I've
by
ever
one
done in
take.
D&D.
His
Yeah.
Please
toe
understand.
literally incinerated him.
explodes, and so much so that like the acolytes that are fighting you guys, like they feel it and they look back and they see that their leader is just not there.
Your god has abandoned you.
I am your god now.
I am just screaming on all fours. It's
I think
amazing.
if they could run anywhere, they would, but there's nowhere for them to run. So
was-
is that
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm not going to do my bonus action. That felt like enough.
felt
We
pretty
good?
good.
Like,
That's
do they get
insane.
disadvantage out of pure fear?
Now
Hey,
your
he-
regular double damage, actually, honestly, your regular double damage would have killed him anyway. But why did it end up being quadruple damage?
So what I did, I marked him with Path of the Grave, so he's vulnerable. The damage he takes is doubled,
Oh my
and
god!
then she crit,
Yeah.
so the
So
damage
good.
was doubled.
So good.
So her
Lisa
double
would
damage,
crit
he took
clip
double
this.
damage.
Dave, is that a
Yeah.
is that a channel divinity ability?
Yeah,
that you
Grave
have?
Cleric, channel divinity.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, so it is. So that is that is a balanced ability. Then, if he's only being able to use it so many times a day, so that's
Well,
We're
and she
definitely
could've
ending
missed, so,
tonight with
yeah.
a bang. for sure.
damn.
I will never
Muscle.
do anything this cool again.
He was
Please,
like-
someone
Mark-
just clip it.
Basically,
demanded
we
a
just
sacrifice.
knew that we had a hard 9 o'clock.
Mhm.
time and
Yeah.
all right, so
We were like, what if we kill this dude 3 times over? How about that? Yeah,
What
right.
if we change the paint of the inside of this cave to you?
Oh, now we're all blue. Just
Ooh, what color is blood? What color is blood? This is
All
important
right.
to me. What color is this blood?
Leave,
Yeah.
take us home. You've got 4 guys in front of you, so tell me. What's
I'm
going on.
attacking all 4 of them.
Okay, great.
Leaf basically he's going to use his staff and he's basically just going to unleash a flurry of attacks on everybody. So I'll just one at a time. I'll throw a staff attack at the first guy, and that is a 16 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Can you roll for damage? Let's
Yeah,
do
I'll
it.
do this one at a time
Yeah,
since
do
I'm
one at
going
a time.
crazy. That's max damage, so he takes 12.
He falls.
Smack! Second guy, the guy to his left. This is a quarterstaff attack. I roll a. I might miss. That's a 12.
That misses.
Okay, so as it whiffs over his head, I'm going to switch to the unarmed on that guy. And that'll be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 9 points of damage.
Okay, he does not look good at all.
All right, I'm going to finish him off then. So I'll
Yeah.
hit the second attack on him again. That's going to miss. I roll a 9 total.
Not bad. You took down one and you almost took down a second one.
Yeah.
Um,
And then as a bone, oh wait, no, I just spent my bonus action because I went ballistic. Oops. Oh well, I should have known better.
You
Okay.
did great.
All right. Well, there's only 5 left, and Grath, it's your turn.
Oh goodness! Again, the one that's closest to
The
Snap.
arrow. By the way, the arrow that you did stick in the leader, after the explosion, one of the feathers that was part of the arrow, you see it sort of just floating down slowly. And you're like, "That's the feather from my arrow," and it's just floating.
And the feather's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, I'm just gonna aim at whoever's closest to Snacks, because Snacks is still down there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
let's
there's
see.
3 on Snacks, so
Yeah, I bounced off the guy's leg and screamed at him.
16. Does that hit?
that will hit.
Okay, cool. And then, oh yes, this is gonna be nice. 7 plus 3 plus 1 plus. That is 10. 10 damage. for the
Takes
first
him
hit.
down. Another one down.
All right, and then I'm gonna aim for the one next to him. Oh, 21,
That hits.
and then 5 damage.
Okay. Great. And I miscounted. I'm sorry. I said that there were 5. There were 6. Now there's 5, and 2 of the 5 are injured.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what's happening. And it is now Snacks' turn.
Okay. The one that was right in front of me that I was screaming at, he's the one that died?
That's the one that got hit. Yeah, that's the one that got hit with the 5. Yeah.
Okay, but he's not dead.
He's not dead.
Okay. Is anyone around me?
There's one other one. Oh, you mean of your
Allies.
Close. And what's the range for that rule?
5 feet.
No problem. Yes.
Cool. All right, great. Well, then, completely and utterly jazzed because of seeing that guy being melted, I am just going to leap at the very next guy I see, which was a screamy dude.
Right.
So I'm going to leap up at him to attack twice. I don't even have to use the advantage. That's a 23 and a 24 to hit.
Okay.
Use your advantage just in case you crit.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Okay, well, that's an 8. And I crit.
And
Yeah!
you crit.
I crit.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
These night dice, y'all.
Mama Moon showing me what do. It do be like that. Thank you.
Sometimes it do be that way.
It do be. All right, so I'm going to go
Yeah.
ahead and
Wait till it's my turn. I have quite a thing to show you. Yeah, please. Yeah, right. That's right. If you notice, I'm over here taking pictures already.
I
Yeah.
do.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so okay, 8 and 12.
Yeah.
So
you
20 points of
take-
damage.
Done. That one's
Okay,
done.
great.
The guy you screamed at is done.
20 points of damage.
Then what happens is from my little starting point of crouched on the corpse of the one guy, I just rear up, look at him, scream, and just leap. And in a cartoon madness, you just see blades and claws and screaming, and then the dust settles and it's just like another pile of entrails and blood. And I'm just turned to Karina. I'm like, I didn't let you.
Great. Okay, now it's their turn.
Oh, is there one more behind him?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's 4 left, and there's one more on your side that's still alive.
Great.
So
Then as a bonus action, I'm going to grab my shield like this, and literally I'm like leapfrogging, and I'm just going to go to jump and hit the other guy with the shield to try to knock him down, just leaping on down the line.
Okay, so that's like similar to your trip move from earlier.
Yeah, just a different way of doing it.
Okay.
Just instead of sweeping the leg, I'm just trying to literally bash him down.
Okay.
So athletics versus athletics.
Yep. Hold on. Huh. I still have the leader's stats up on my screen. How funny is that?
You're living in the past, Jason.
I know. I'm totally living in the past.
15.
They weren't
Do
that
I
great
win?
anyway. You know what? They managed to skirt away.
Why does this always happen? All right, so like the first guy I tried to
You did it to a
being
scorpion,
This
though.
guy, I literally like have my shield and I just
No. I'm using my reaction again because it's a new round.
Okay.
Adding a d6 to your roll. Does a 3 get you there?
A 3
So
doesn't
that's
get her
18.
there. Sorry.
Shoot. Okay,
You
I
you
tried.
rolled really well.
You did
It's
roll
okay,
with
I
your.
just-
You
I
did
just
roll with your.
bounce off.
You did roll with your advantage, right, Snacks?
I did.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I bounced
You know what?
off.
You know what? You
Uh-oh.
know what?
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
I've foreseen this moment. He gets a 1.
How many of these do you have?
And that was it. I had a 1 and a 4. That was it. That's them.
Till a long rest, or just like for
Till
your
long
life?
rest. till long rest. And, do it again.
It's
Yep.
the
Pretty
reason.
awesome.
It's the reason to play a diviner.
No
All
shit.
right.
Yeah.
So-
really.
Believe me,
Okay,
my
so you
halfling
knock him-
diviner
you
with a
knock him
lucky
prone.
feet is much worse.
Yeah, I hit him with my shield.
He is knocked
screaming,
prone. We
knock
got
him
there.
down,
We
and
got there, everybody.
I'm just over his face, drooling, dripping, like dripping blood and entrails.
We got there. All right. So it is now their turn. That one stands back up, and that is
Does
his
he?
action. And there are 3 left that can do other things. And the other 3 are the one on Thanatos and Leaf's side. So one takes one misses, the second one misses, and the third one. Wow, I rolled really crappy. I wasn't rolling with my Norse Foundry die that time though.
No.
Mhm.
That's a good
luck.
thing for them. But okay, so they all whiffed, and tell me what you're gonna do, Dave.
So there's how many left?
There's 3 left, and they no, there's 4 left because there was only 3 that could do anything because the 4th one stood up. So there's 4 left. There's 1
Good.
in front. There's 1 on Snack's side, and there's 3 on your side.
Dope. So I just turn and look at Karina, and I just go, and I hold my hand up, and you see 4 glowing bolts of energy appear. And I would like to cast Jim's magic missile, which is a variant of the spell from the Adventure Zone.
All right.
As you will see in the screenshot that accompanies me there, I got 2 different natural 20s of my 4 darts.
Crazy.
So the first one, I hit the one near Snacks for 15 points of damage. Is whether or not he's still alive will affect what I do for subsequent beams. So does that drop him at 15?
It absolutely drops him at 15.
The second natural 20 I put on one of the ones that's just right in front of me, which is only 12 points of damage.
That also drops him.
Then I rolled to the third one, and since those ones were just normal, I hit him with the 2 last ones, so that puts another 15 on that guy.
He's down.
Right, and there's 1 left, and I
There's
just
1 left.
say, "Run. We'll let you go. Run." Bonus action, spiritual weapon. That same dude.
So you were lying.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I was
I
like,
mean,
lie.
I was. If you told him to run and that you let him go, I screamed, "I won't!"
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen.
I was like, well, I guess we're not letting it go after all. For 11 on the spiritual weapon.
Okay, so here's what happens. That guy, it takes him down too, but as he's going down, you noticed that his skin is not as blue as the others. And his last dying words are, "I just signed up last week."
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Wasn't even supposed to be
3
here
days
today.
to retirement.
He was gonna buy a boat to live forever. Oh no.
Someone.
All right, so
feed my
basically,
face.
you have destroyed the cultists in this little cave temple, and we're gonna pick up from right in this spot next Saturday at 6. This has been a real fun
Splatterfest.
This has been super fun, guys. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did,
Mhm.
and I can't wait to continue on next week.
Flip that moment for a Bria, please, internet, if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, I'll go back and do it. I'm not afraid.
Oh yeah, that moment was incredible.
My husband won't believe me.
104 points of damage.
Oh my goodness.
It's
On,
level
if you don't
6.
mind me telling you, on a cult leader that was level 4 and had 27 hit points.
Oh buddy.
You know,
We
maybe
basically,
I almost would have had
we
him with the raw
basically-
damage.
We clipped his cord from the strands of fate, and then removed his name from the celestial books.
Right.
He never
He
existed.
was unmade.
He was
Ma-
unmade.
maybe should have watched his mouth. Yeah.
Called a mulligan on his existence.
Mhm,
His cousins are now damned.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. Right now, like 7 generations ago, a great ancestor woke up in the middle of the night and went, "What the fuck was
not unlike a certain
something in
Minotaur.
1,000 years is really shitty going to happen to somebody that's related to me.
Not unlike a certain Minotaur, his life and death were meaningless. Yep.
Oh, buddies.
Well, we'll see about that. You still have run into that. You may run into that Minotaur again. But in the meantime, we'll see everybody next Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Thank you so much for coming along on our journey here, and we'll pick it up next week.
Woo! Bye. Bye-bye.
They crack open these books, and we've discussed this before, but it's kind of unique to, you've got a character that's very famous, Melf, who has several spells named after this character for some very specific reasons. And we also have Mordenkainen. Is it true that Mordenkainen is effectively your father's character?
Yes, Mordenkainen was my dad's character. He named him after Väinämöinen from Finnish mythology as a wizard. And that's how he came up with that. So most people were playing fighters, and my dad wanted to be a wizard and cast, weave arcane magics and control the world that way. So instead of being Conan.
Did you ever get to play as Melf with your father playing Mordenkainen?
Mordenkainen was an NPC that I interacted with a whole bunch because Melf worked for as a member of the Red Rampart Guard. He was worked for Mordenkainen, helping him. Even though Melf was goodly and Mordenkainen was neutral, he believed in maintaining the balance, and so I could see the utility of that. And in a world such as Greathawk, where evil had advantage in many areas, the people who were seeking a balance were often working on the side of good. So I found a way to be able to ally with Mordenkainen and advance his efforts, as long as they aligned with where Melf was going with being good. Melf was really a goody two shoes, and he felt very self-important about advancing good and how important he was to this cause. So he had a big ego.
I mean, Mordenkainen kind of strikes me as very much the dungeon master NPC, right? This is someone who's sort of neutral, but causing you to get into trouble, the quest giver, right?
Yes.
And Melf being the hero in all of this. What has it been like for Melf to show up and you can continue to play this character for almost 45 years with, celebrities, friends, people you would never think you would have maybe ever met, and for you have this so many years invested in a single character? What is that like? You have spells and
it's really an honor.
Very smart reason for those spells, by the way.
yeah, we have talked about those before. But yeah, that's playing Melf is just he was my home character with my dad, so it's a lot of great memories, there, and I have learned to appreciate Melf and capabilities in different ways as I have matured. Right, I started playing him as a kid, right? So now as an adult, I see different facets and different ways to implement his skill sets, and maybe not always be neutral greedy. Instead of NG, my abbreviation was neutral greedy. I was I was definitely a treasure seeker. I wanted to get that power so I could defeat bad guys more. So it's a little bit more nuanced to play. But what an honor to be able to sit at the table with all these folks and help create some really wonderful adventures, some super high quality DMs and just great story arcs. So I've enjoyed the ride, and I hope I get to continue doing so for many years to come.
Thank you, Luke Gaxx, for being on the show. We have more interviews with him coming up later. If you'd like to support more D&D videos like this, go to my Patreon page or just subscribe on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching.